Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Carr playing Tiana, Eric playing Uriah, Sarah playing Vika, Duba playing Audrey,
Vigorous waving off screen.
There was actually a wave. He just wave,
Force of habit.
Rappy playing Melody,
wave, wave, wave.
and Patrick playing Freddy.
The salute is implied.
All right. So this is the last episode.
It's the end of the game as we know it.
So
And
who
we're still
remembers-
alive.
For now.
So who remembers what we were doing last time?
Making our way downtown.
Breaking stuff.
Yep.
Destroying things.
Both of
and
those things
tunnel
were
bound.
kind of accurate.
Breaking stuff and trying to get to the other side of the map.
And so far, I
On one of the
believe
two paths.
Eric had gotten to the other side.
I am, yes.
Well,
I'm
not
currently
all of us can go fast. We're not built for speed.
Then get faster.
I mean, I could haste myself, yes.
Oh, look, I had not adjusted this map, this overlay. Oops.
We won't tell. We're a well-oiled machine.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Only the finest quality for you.
Look, he gets what he pays for.
It's free.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
I love how I look at the map and I'm just like, ah, yes, apparently something on my mech is burning.
We just broke some things. It's fine.
Oh, no, you just came. You came through the portal. You're not on fire. The thing that was beside the portal is on fire.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a walking artillery unit. It's my job to turn things into fire.
Yeah. You're doing rather admirably at that.
All right, that will have to do.
Were we on round 2 or 3?
I think we had just started round 2.
Well, let me grab my CompCon.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we'd only gotten one round. Holy crap, y'all ripped a lot of stuff in one round.
Mm-hmm. You said go. We went bet.
That's true.
We have a machine that digs holes and destroys things around those holes.
Yeah, and she's saving the other one because this 2 maps are 2 scenes.
Mm-hmm.
The same scene.
What I would like to point out is nowhere in the description of what the mission was did you have to wreck anything. This map was just about getting across as fast as possible.
But we wanted to, you see.
And y'all are all like,
Look,
well, if we zigzag like this, we can wreck this and this and this and this.
Well, no, look, the thing is something grabbed grid space. Those things need to die.
And then we're like, it's on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Also, if we have to make a run back out of here, just burn it all down before we run out. It's time saving.
That, and keep in mind, we are very clearly in a direct path of going somewhere. We're just breaking everything along the way.
Exactly. It happened to be on the way.
It's economical deconstruction. You're not believing a word of that, are you?
No, I think y'all just like to break things.
There is that too.
Yeah.
6 years now.
Yeah. I think y'all just
Right.
really, really like my little fire token. Y'all like to see it as many of them out on the board as possible.
Also
It
true.
is it is therapeutic.
My first time playing with you guys, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And yet you love it.
Fire token. Fire token is our friend.
We have a convert.
All right, but we are at the top of the order, so the workshop gets to kick it off. So who wants to go first?
I can go up. I'm still in core power. I can make friends with these two people up here.
Well, from what Jason said, the next scene we're also still in the same scene, so your power will still be
Yes.
active.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still on right now.
Yes, please join me in the making of friends.
I will quick action move my little 5 space thing right there,
Okay.
and it moves me 5 spaces. I know I probably have to make friends with this arm
Oh, you do.
or
You
some
do
kind
have
of
to
check.
It gets to make an attack roll on you.
I do have soft cover. I don't know if that affects its attack. It should though.
It would. It would. It's got an accuracy, so it gets rid of that accuracy. And then it rolled a 4 on the dice, plus probably not enough. What's your evade?
14.
Yeah. Not even close.
Limbo's under that.
Well, I made a grab for you as you were slipping sliding by, but the slip and slide was too quick.
Alright, there we go.
Moves and boosts to up there.
And now there's 2 people in the zone.
And I think both of those guys are prone currently.
Yes, they are both prone.
I don't know if that helps
Um,
Vika in any discernible way or not. But
It does. It gives advantage. 1 second.
attacks against prone targets receive an accuracy.
Yes. Additionally, prone characters are slowed and count as moving in difficult terrain.
So
And
we
they cannot
will. Go ahead.
move. They have to just burn their movement to get up.
yep.
So that means they can't get away from us.
We will take a swing with the ferrofluid lance on one of the guys.
All right, there is a pyro and an archer.
Which one looks more beat up right at the moment? Or are they both pretty untouched?
The archer appears to be untouched.
Okay, we'll take a swing at the archer.
Alrighty. His evade is an 8.
Give me back the thing.
Mm-mm.
21.
Definitely
Got
hit.
that on.
Mm-mm-mm.
So max damage for the first round. That is 1d6 and then a d6 for overpower caliber, so 12 kinetic.
Okay.
And I'm going through my flow chart.
Well, he went from untouched to effed up real quick.
Yeah.
Untouched to why is there water leaking?
Mm-mm-mm.
I could knock him back, but I'm going to choose not to. I'll need a haul check from him, and I'm going to do the bonus attack that I get on the other guy.
Okay. He got a 20 on his whole check. Or excuse me, an 18 on his whole check.
It passes.
I thought he had a +1 hole, but he had a -1 hole. And then on the pyro,
Man, ComCon's just wanting to be a jerk today.
it knows we're about done with it.
Oh, yeah. 18
Yeah.
18 is a hit.
And this one. 3 kinetic.
All right, is it armor piercing or anything hinky?
No.
All right. In that case, his armor takes it.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just double checking my
That's
other
fine.
thing. Because I know I had something else, but. Oh, because I got a critical 2 kinetic to everyone.
Everyone, or
Think-
opponents?
Opponents, I'm sorry.
All right, 2 kinetic, Pyro's armor, but that's 2 more on the archer. He's still with us. The archer is still with us.
I'm sorry, it was 3 kinetic. Executioner 2. 3 kinetic to characters and objects of my choice within threat.
Okay.
Is he still with us now?
He is.
Okay.
On a scale to, 1 to 16, he's sitting at a 1.
I think that's everything.
I would hope so.
Because I can't do an additional attack because you slip and slide it up here. That's my turn.
All right. Okay, the pyro is in. Let's see, he's prone and slowed and all that jazz. Trying to remember, does his standing up trigger anything with you peoples?
Technically, it says standing up doesn't provoke reactions,
Okay.
but he does burn the entirety of his movement to do so.
Yeah. I remember that part. All right. He will stand up then.
Uh-huh. Ow.
And he is going to use explosive vent.
Mm-hmm.
You hear him over the radio apologize to his buddy.
As the other guy explodes.
Yeah, probably. All right, explosive vent. The pyro clears all heat. Characters in burst 1 must pass an agility save or take heat equal to half the amount the pyro cleared and be knocked prone.
That's cool.
So everybody, give me a agility save. Well, not everybody. Vika and Uriah, give me a agility saves.
I'll say, how big is this mech that everybody within is in one burst?
I misspoke. I caught it before anybody else did, though.
Behold, the size 33 mech.
The mech is the mountain.
It is the Death Star.
27.
Right. Both of you made it, so both of you suck.
That's when you find out this base is really just Metroplex. The entire thing starts to get up.
All right, so his 4 heat goes away.
So does his buddy.
All right, so his buddy, an agility check, 13, that gets him to a 4. Actually, his buddy may have made the agility check as well. It's really not a very useful ability the Pyro's got. Because let's see, you take half if you make it.
Is it an attack?
I don't know if you fail.
Is it an attack roll? Because he would get an accuracy against his buddy since he's prone.
No, the Pyro doesn't have to make any kind of rolls for this. He just does it.
Okay.
And it's just everybody in the area has got to make the save or take damage. But everybody made it, so he got up and very dramatically, vented his heat, but... But the explosive vent is a full action, so he is done. back to the workshop. Who wants to go next?
Does anyone mind if I go next?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Alright, I'm going to, being that this is going to be it's the same scene when we get inside, correct?
Yes, the next map will be the same, continue the same scene.
Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and activate my core power.
Where did Whip get to? I have lost him on the map.
I'm still over here. I've
Oh,
got a
way
long
down
way to
south.
go.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my boost is free due to the core power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I will. Is there anyone threatening the dog over here?
No, the arm in that area is already destroyed. Now, as it moves forward, it may pass by this arm over here.
All right.
Though that arm has had its reaction for this round.
Okay, 1, 2.
Or no, it gets a reaction for
4,
every individual
5,
turn.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Just out. All right. And who's this? Sorry. Who's this right here? Is this one of ours or?
Full of heaven.
Yes, that one's representing the Bull of Heaven.
Okay. I'm going to, since they're within sensors, I'm going to scan this object.
Okay.
I do know, from what I've understood, it is paracausal.
I'm trying to remember if somebody else had already scanned it or not.
I don't think.
I don't
anybody
think so.
had.
Or if I had just mentioned that it seemed to be paracausal. But
Yeah, because I
I'd
think
You
ask-
just mentioned it was paracausal.
yeah, I
half
think
the
it
set.
had a reacted. Yeah.
yeah, anytime somebody gets within 2 of it, I think there's a arc of electricity or energy that goes off. Definitely generating paracausal energy. Seems to be harnessing it from somewhere else, maybe. Your sensors cannot identify the material that the crystal's made out of.
Let's see. And I believe, because I'm still a. Yep, because I'm still good old Everest. Since I still have one more action I can make. Oh, didn't mean to move that. I'm going to shoot this reactor right here.
All right. Fire when ready.
And that is.
It is a
With-
baseline of 10 to hit it.
Alright, let's go down to. That's not the railgun. There it is. I rolled a 12.
All right, that's definitely a hit.
And that's not what I know. There. And that is a 7 damage.
All right, that one takes 7. Is that paracausal? I mean, is that the one with the
That
paracausal
is-
mod?
That is not paracausal, no.
Okay, so not armor piercing or anything either.
No. Actually, if I use a. Yeah, I actually expend some of my ammo case for it, giving it also an additional 1 energy AP damage.
Can you do that?
Did it also-
Can you use that after you've already made the roll?
It's just when you attack with a main ranged weapon, which I am, apply one of the following effects at the listed cost. That's up to you to decide.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let it go for now.
All right.
Next session, though, you can't
I
do
was
it.
about to say, if it becomes a habit in later sessions, then, we may have to
Oh
revisit it.
dear.
All right, so how much damage was that total?
That would have been a total of 8 damage.
All right. It is in bad shape. It is still functioning.
And that is my go.
All
Also,
right.
since I boosted this turn, I count as being invisible.
Gotcha. All right. The pyro has gone.
Kaiju hasn't gone.
No, the kaiju has not gone. But I think the archer's going to go. All right, the archer is going to stand up.
Mhm.
Is going to use a quick action to suppress Vika's mech. So you become impaired, and the archer gains the moving target reaction.
Did
It
she get a
lasts-
save or anything?
No.
Mm.
The effect lasts till the archer uses moving target. The target damages the archer or leaves the archer's line of sight. The archer is stunned, jammed, or destroyed. The archer chooses a new target of the action, yada, yada, yada. The moving target action basically means when they start to move, he gets to shoot. More than likely, it's not really going to come up, but just in case. And then for his other quick action, he will fire his light machine gun.
At whom?
Probably that annoying little mite that's bouncing all around him. Alright, so he is shooting at Uriah.
Hamus's razor, just in case.
No, let him do it.
Okay.
He has 2 difficulty. 1 because he's engaged, and 2 because, next to Vika.
Alright. So that is a 1 on the d20 and a 6 on the highest difficulty dice.
Nice.
So that's -5 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's -3.
Cool. Because Lord Stance is active, that bullet is deflected off my sword and right into his cockpit for 2 damage.
Alright, so he takes 2 damage. The weapon is reliable. So.
He'd still take the 2 damage, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's definitely dead. But I think Uriah would still take the 3 from reliable, because that activates if he misses.
Correct.
Which, it's a light machine gun. It makes sense that there's probably multiple bullets coming. So that's 3 connected to Uriah, and then the 2 points, which is, twice what he can currently take.
And with his last breath, parry that, you filthy casual.
I have a cockpit.
Last poor archer. Alright, back to the workshop. Oh, and Vika is no longer impaired in any way.
Ooh.
I'm sure you were deeply concerned about that.
I was going to be fretting that for days.
I can go delete that pyro.
You've already gone.
No, I haven't.
This round.
This is the start of round 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't gone this round yet.
Yeah.
Well, the people focus on just getting over here, considering
The
more
only
time
thing
we
I have
spend
is I would like to
here-
move before Duba's character.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the more time we spend here, the less time we have in the next scene. So,
Yep.
anyway,
I'm
I
all
am
for
going.
destroying.
Yes, I'm going to move into the Pyro Square, and I am going to barrage. Actually, before I move, I am going to protocol use Agitron, which gives me +1 knockback and +2 damage to my melee weapons.
Okay, he's going to take the Overwatch reaction.
Neat.
The character starts any movement in the threat range of an NPC's weapon. The NPC may take the skirmish action against them.
Okay.
As a reaction.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
So he's going to fire off his flamethrower because, pyro.
Yeah.
That's a 5 cone, so there's
Difficulty on both.
no way for it to actually hit. I don't think it's going to hit you. Because I think it goes 1 hex in front of him and then spreads. Alright, that puts some heat on him.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's -2. +1, so basically -1. Got a 17 on the dice, -1. So it's a
Kim's
16 to hit you.
razor.
No, 16 does not hit me. And I deflect the flamethrower right back at him. Not that it does anything, probably, but
Nope, it does 3 burn damage and he's immune to burn.
neat. Okie dokie. So now that I'm there, I'm going to barrage.
Okay.
Come on, computer, do the thing. Okay. 15 and 17?
Its evade is an 8.
Cool. All right, so attack, attack, hit, and a hit. So, so I automatically get +2 bonus damage. Alrighty, so that is 7 kinetic, 6 energy, and 3 burn.
Okay. The burn does nothing. 6 energy minus his armor. And then how much kinetic?
7.
Minus his armor. He still goes away.
Nice. Little guy just standing there, just on fire, just
Like Stitch.
pretty much, yeah. That's the vibe.
Alright, that leaves me with just the monstrosity left.
He came to say hi.
Did he?
He'd been showing great restraint by staying there, but it's almost like whatever was giving him the orders may have gone away.
I'm not apologizing.
Let's go. Saves us from having to walk up there.
All right. So yeah, he's just doing a good old-fashioned claw attack. And you've got you put a difficulty on his attacks.
Yeah, we both have soft cover
Okay.
because of the Hell Swarm.
All right. So with his claws, he has an accuracy, so that just cancels that out. Does an 18 hit you?
Yep.
All right. That is 6 kinetic.
Alrighty.
Then he is going to do a bite. And he rolls single digits for that. So that's not going to do any good. All right. That's his turn. All right. So who's going next?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I'm going to, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to move here to Vika's slip and slide. Zoop. I don't know how. I think it's here that it would be, or here. Because the line goes here, I think.
Yeah, it looks good.
So if that,
that looks good.
so did this arm used its reaction already on Vika, right?
Yes.
Or does it have another one?
It only gets one of those a turn, doesn't it?
Yeah, one
Of
usually
any
the same
particular
reaction.
of the same.
Yeah,
thing,
of the same reaction. Yeah.
So yeah, he's gone for this turn.
Quick action. Accelerate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Duba immediately goes 5 forward.
Duba immediately moving 5 forward.
I just
Mhm.
picture the arms pinwheeling out to the side.
I used accelerate, so he is like on his square. He immediately moves 5 forward.
Only 2.5 times as fast as he can usually go.
And then last 2 movement. 1.
I am speed.
And that's all I'm doing.
All right. Well, I don't have anybody, so it's really just
guess
what
I-
order do the rest of y'all want to go in?
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
So it's fine.
And don't let me forget that Grit Space gets to go do something.
I can't move my character.
Let me go check. See what's due. See
Wait,
what it's
wait.
doing.
No, it's me. It's me. I was on the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
4, and I slip and slide. I do his character. Who's still up?
Just
There's
the
only
kaiju.
the kaiju is up.
Okay. How far is the kaiju?
You have to actually count the hexes. The ruler isn't accurate.
The kaiju is 15 away from you.
15. I'm just seeing if I had a weapon there. What, 15? No, 10 is the max I can do with weapons. Well, that'll be that for me then.
Well, you could boost and take some more movement or something.
Yeah, if you have more movement, you could get down to the other slip and
Oh,
slide
wait.
and move you up here.
I can haste myself. I'm gonna haste myself as a quick attack action. And then boost myself that way for as a free thingy. So then, what, another 5, right? I don't think I get close.
No,
Yeah, you get down here with 5.
you can hit the other slip and slide, and
Well, I'd have to go through the burning stuff, wouldn't I?
The
It's
fire's
just-
there to show it's destroyed. It's just wrecked.
Okay. So then,
The fire is visual. It's not actual.
So
If it was visual, we'd have a Genghis.
1, 2, 3, 4, slip and slide, 5.
You're muted, Eric, if you were talking.
Yes, I had considered it. What?
Um,
The kaiju is now 10 away from you if you got something you can choose.
and then, yes, I will shoot it.
Pew pew.
Let's see, I'm going to use my main launcher.
Okay. Its evade is a 10, so it's not a hard one to hit.
14 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. Three damage.
All right, is it armor piercing or anything?
It's energy.
Okay. Okay, so you do a little damage.
Dish. I may make an. It says I may make an additional attack with the following mounted auxiliary weapon. With my Nexus light, my other weapon, I guess.
Which weapon is it you're using?
I used this the Unraveler. Then at the bottom it says I may make an additional attack with the following mounted auxiliary weapon.
Yeah.
So I guess I can attack with the other one?
If an auxiliary weapon is on that mount, yes.
Yeah.
All right, do you have an auxiliary weapon?
Think because it popped up the weapon, my other weapon. Yeah, it's
Okay.
an auxiliary weapon. That
Fire
also
it with
did
it.
a 14.
Then it is also a hit.
And then that is another 3 damage, 3 kinetic.
Okay. All right, so you hit it with a couple of shots. It kind of rears back and roars. Like it's not entirely certain where that damage came from. It was focused on the big, cold, fiery guy in front of him.
That'd be good being one of the smaller mechs behind a whole bunch of bigger mechs. Yep, and that'll be my turn.
All right.
I do believe that leaves just me.
Yep, you and
Bang.
then grid space
And Deck.
Bull of Heaven.
Bull of heaven.
But you're the last player here, so go ahead.
Okay. He's what, about 15 away from me?
I believe so. Let me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 away from you.
You could almost even make it to the other slip and slide too. If you move and boost.
I mean, that's very wishful think. Well, I guess technically I can
Yeah,
move
it's
4
4.
now. Okay. Well,
Just to get you moving.
I'll do a move and boost to get to the other slip and slide.
Okay.
So
Let's drop you down just a little bit lower.
okay.
Because that machine there is taking up
Oh,
equal amount of
space.
space
Got it.
as you.
Understood. And yeah.
Got anything you can shoot as a quick action?
Something I can shoot as a quick action. Because that's what, a skirmish?
Right, just anything that doesn't require like the full action to shoot.
As far as I know, my Sage Cannon should be able to do just fine.
Okay, I was thinking it was one of those like big heavy, super heavy weapons or whatever.
And I mean, it is a super heavy cannon, yes. So I guess maybe not.
Super heavy weapons can still be skirmished, I believe.
No, actually, it's full barrage. It doesn't have skirmish.
Yeah, heavy weapons can, but the super
Oh, okay.
heavies were a little
Okay.
hinky.
Super heavies were the ones that are basically
Two-handers, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I got an assault rifle. I can do that. It's also got a reliable too.
All right, assault him with your rifle.
You have to forgive me. I just think of a Barbarossa holding like a human size AK-47. It's just
Oh no, it's full blown comical. It does at least have reliable 2, so at least it'll do 10 damage regardless if anything hits or misses.
10?
Hmm?
10 damage?
No
I thought you said 10. Never mind.
damage.
reliable 10. Good lord, man.
I'll just take the reliable.
What was it? Got an 11 on the roll.
Okay, it's only a 10 to hit this guy.
Fantastic attack roll. Oh, it's a 1d6 for damage. So got a 5.
All right, minus his armor. He's looking pretty rough now. Poor little guy. Y'all just ganging up on him.
And that'll do it for me.
All right, I'll go ahead and move the Bull of Heaven. 1, 2, 3. Slip and slide. 4, 5. Boost. 1, 1, 2, 3. Slip and slide. 4,
I imagine they can
Slides,
at least
5.
occupy the same space as me.
I know the little guys could.
slip and slides were our best pick for
They've proven very
skills.
useful.
Yes.
The
So
real
has
MVP of the
Prospector with the
game.
dog.
Yep, Prospector and slip and slide.
Yeah, no.
They both
Uh,
useful.
the thought of the Barbarossa holding like a tiny assault rifle is a funny thing to think about.
Oh, it was the same thing that if you put Prospector on a Barbarossa, he's just holding a Krieg shovel.
Don't give me that kind of thought.
Last mission, too late now.
I know it.
And the Bull of Heaven steps up there. It's got an anti-material rifle. And it takes the big boy down. Did any of you use the code Jeremy left for grid space?
I couldn't get it to load on mine for some reason.
Couldn't get
I
it to
can
load for me either.
try. Where's that code at? Let's see. How do I add somebody? Shoot.
think you have to have a CompCon cloud thing, and I think right now it may be disabled.
It is automatic cloud sync temporarily disabled.
Yeah, so can't import it.
Yep, I'm getting an error too. Okay. Well, in that case, he'll just be drifting along behind y'all. Because I'm sure with his movement, he hit those portals. Would you let him hit the first living slide? Using about 2 movement. He could easily, so yeah, he would easily be down there with Melody and Aubrey.
Yeah.
And I believe that
Huh.
wraps the turn then.
Do we all want to take this tunnel since we're all here? Or do we want to take the north tunnel?
Or
I mean, we're all-
would you like to split
Or-
up?
Do you really want us to do that?
Yeah, actually, he would.
Yes.
I know he
Maybe.
would, but having to
We're going
run
to this
2
tunnel.
of us. I vote south.
I vote south too.
Yeah.
We're all here.
Alright, yeah,
Works for
south.
me.
Well, question.
Answer.
Could we send one of Grid Space's drones down the north one and see if it sees anything?
Remember that the more time you spend up here, the less time you're going to have once you get down there.
That's fair enough, south.
You're kind of on the clock.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
All right, so all of you. Ooh, I don't know about
Making our way.
I don't know about Audrey. Can Audrey get off this round?
We could move the slip and slides. We just have to have line of sight, so we could slip and slide them about.
Okay,
And we don't have a limit to how to do that. So
Yeah,
gotcha.
2, 3.
it's I think a quick tech or
we could
something. So
we could play bowling pins with Duba and the crates. Just
And
And then, if anything, I can haste them as a quick tech.
Okay, and
we have ways to make
Patrick
the fridge move.
whipped way back there too.
however, I can make it to the slip and slide, and I can probably jump on one of the mechs they're gonna haste. So
Okay, so if you went first, you could get to the slip and slide.
yeah, and be here.
And then probably just hop onto
Yeah.
Wild Dog.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody should be able to make it off the map this round. That means y'all spent 3 rounds up here.
Oh, fun. Is that an electric fence?
It's not
Are
electricity.
those psychedelic mushrooms?
It is psychedelic mushrooms. I mean, some sort of mushrooms.
All right, don't whiz on it.
But it's my favorite board game.
Ha.
I was wondering who all would catch that reference.
Jason, you know me.
I'm old.
Actually, you've known me longer than most of the people in
Oh,
this group. So,
I
yeah.
expect. I mean, when you made the joke, I was wondering who would catch it.
I unfortunately, or fortunately, am an elder geek.
You were there.
It's
when the
always
old-
jarring.
when the old references were written.
Don't quote the old magics to me.
It's always jarring when you like put my token down and it's like, oh, EDB.
Bloop.
Oh,
Just add water for instant
it's a
dog.
purse dog. Nope, it's the wild dog.
I think I see what's going on. I think.
Good, because I got a nod.
All right, is that everybody?
I think so.
Oops.
Oh, hi, Bullet Heaven.
Hello.
That was not a character. That was a handout.
So my thought process is power generation, something going on up here, and a fence of some kind. I don't know what these are though. I'm making guesses at this point.
Yeah, these are just like the generators we saw outside.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you guys figure it out. I'm gonna go lick the mushrooms.
All right. Oh, I should probably make the all my dudes, put them on the right layer.
Hello, dudes.
What up, dudes?
All right. So as soon as you get into the hallway, the floor of the hallway literally drops, and y'all slide. Your mechs slide down the rest of the way.
Well, that's gonna be fun to get back out.
When you arrive, you're
Let's say Uriah's thrusters just engage, and he just kind of flies.
yes, you would have the option of flying back up there, but then then you're leaving everybody else behind.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find where I put this part of the encounter at. Don't think that's the right one. All right. I am so sick of this thing hiding encounters from me when I've put them in. I guess I'm lucky. It won't be bothering me much longer.
Would you have said
There it
getting
is. Starting
down
to
here
slow down.
takes a turn?
We're not counting it as a turn for game purposes.
Okay.
I mean, there would technically have been some period of time.
It was part of the third turn.
Fair enough.
All right. So yes, your your HUDs light up with some familiar names.
Oh, fun.
You've got Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil,
Ugh.
Justified by the Ends,
Mhm.
Lightning Before the Thunder, and of course, everybody's favorite, The Angel That Holds the Lord's Vengeance.
Okay.
Easy. Didn't we kill some of these guys?
No.
Some of the mechs blew up,
They had the clone insurance policy.
and you do not see. There were 3 operatives. It's the last time you fought this group, and you don't see no evil. Doesn't seem to be here.
As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as you know.
And can we reposition ourselves, or is this just our starting location?
You can start anywhere in the green bar.
So it's pretty much our starting location.
Yeah, you can change exactly what order you're in or something. But, some of your NHPs suggest that getting close to the fence would probably be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the fact that these seem to be the same sort of crystals that y'all ran into upstairs.
Yeah.
Are you saying? Are we saying that the blue squares are like how close you have to be? Assuming.
Yes, Rabbit is nice enough to color code that in the HUD. You probably want to stay this far away from this fence thing.
That would probably be Athena doing it.
Yeah, it's probably Athena.
Cookie's probably like, no, go closer, lick it.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Rabbit's just keeping records. Just like
Any of the big rocks you see that have lines around them would be considered hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the size that they're taking up. So we are considering this the same scene, but we're still going to consider this round one of this particular fight.
Okay.
Who would like to go first?
Did you?
May I?
Actually, may I? Because I move myself right here next to the Bull of Heaven for a very specific reason.
Line.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
I will again activate my.
Making sure that green was there. Good, carry on.
Oh, where are you? Protocol, steady my aim. And I did pre-measure, so they're all within range. So I will
What's the range on that?
fire 20.
Okay.
So I will. I don't know what happened there. That gonna. There it is.
I will be right back.
Alright. First attack is a 24 on the big guy as it passes through the kaiju.
All right. That is a hit. And is it the paracausal thing where nothing can be reduced?
Correct.
All right.
And I didn't calculate that, unfortunately, so 1, 2. So that is 16 points of damage on him.
Okay. All right. He's still up.
Alright. Yeesh. Second roll on this guy as it passes through him, 25.
Okay. That is a hit.
And on him, that's another 6. So 15 points of damage on him.
Okay. All right. That structures him, but it's a glancing blow.
Alright.
And then the one behind him.
14.
Hang on, I gotta figure out which one he is. I believe that is justified by the means. Okay. Or justified by the ends, rather. A 14 is a hit.
Alright, so just 1d6 on that one, because it wasn't a critical. So 12 points of damage on him.
Okay.
And the last guy, 16.
That is the
On him.
operator. That is, let's see, red is number 1, so that is Hear No Evil. Hear No Evil's evade is a 14.
Right. So. So, getting kind of consistent here. That is a 14 points of damage on him.
Alright. He is still up. Anything else?
I will go ahead and activate my shield as well.
Okay.
And that is it.
Jason, before you move any of your characters, did you tell us what we needed to do for this round?
Oh, no, I don't think I did.
Yeah.
You need to destroy these things over here.
Oh, these guys?
Yep.
Are you
we have to
destroy
get-
who again?
The two things on the upper left.
Oh.
2 things on the upper left.
They have some sort of paracausal bubbles around them. You don't know what those do yet. Like, there seems to be just empty space around them. Like, literally, like somebody took, reached up and took some of space and put it around them.
They're
Visually, it's
Just-
very odd.
they're just left of this dimension.
It's something you have to get up and scan them to really be able to hopefully figure out a little bit of what's going on with them.
Well, we probably have to destroy the fence to get over there, which means
Yeah, we'll have to take out the
Since-
destroying the
generators.
generators.
Since you all came in on
Yeah.
the south, yes.
I can fix that.
Can you?
I mean, I'll just dig under the fence.
Dogs are notorious for that.
And certainly a paracausal fence isn't going to end up being weird or anything.
You didn't say anything about the fence being paracausal.
I specifically mentioned that the crystals are just like the crystals upstairs that were paracausal when you
okay.
scanned them.
Sorry.
You got to
I
pick
didn't
up
hear
on the
that
little,
part.
You got to pick up on the little detail.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part about the crystals being paracausal, though.
Okay, but now it's my turn to move.
Mhm.
I think we're going to let Hear No Evil go before he gets blowed up again. Let's see. He is a tier 3 operator, so he can fire this sucker 3 times. He also has a range of 20. Which pretty much gets him anybody as deep into the line as Melody. All right, first shot is going to be at Whip.
All right.
Disadvantage because of shield. Or difficulty. I can never remember.
All right, he has 2 accuracy, so a difficulty from the shield will take 1 of his accuracy away.
Also adjacent to Duba, so also another 2 difficulty because Duba's hard cover.
Yeah.
About my
He
beef
can
of being
use
like the
Duba
big
as
fast-
hard cover, but would he not have to be on the other side of Duba?
Where is he?
I'm
in-
right here.
Oh, I thought you were here.
No, that's
No, no.
me.
Yeah, Melody
Okay.
would have
Yeah.
hard cover from Duba, yes, for
No,
sure.
my bad. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were over there.
Does the Bull of Heaven grant cover?
No.
Because that's kind of a standard thing. All right. At least Guardian, I believe that's what it's called.
All right, so first attack.
Well, Heaven's been working solo. He doesn't do Guardian stuff.
And Jason, the wording specifically states on Barba, it just says adjacent allies. It doesn't say if it has to be on one side or the other. For future reference.
Which means technically I am adjacent. Because I'm right here.
Just takes that big meaty paw and puts it over him.
All right, does a 12 hit you then?
No.
All right. Justified by the ends, that will trigger his voice of authority. An allied character fails an attack, check, or save, the commander isn't jammed. The ally gets to reroll.
All right.
So
Actually-
we'll try that again.
Actually, that negate that. Evasion's a 12. I'm sorry.
So it does hit.
Does hit.
Oh, okay. In that case, he hasn't used that yet. Yay! So that is 7 points of energy damage.
All right. 5, 6,
Second
7.
attack will be on the Bull of Heaven. Yeah, that's a 1 on the die. 1 on the 20, so that ain't going to do it. And his third one, Duba looks pretty intimidating. The third shot's going to go towards Aubrey. Aubrey does not give himself heavy hard cover, so. Does a 12 hit you, Audrey?
Duba. Does a 12 hit you?
Hello?
Give him a second.
All right.
My apologies. That would be evasion, e-defense, or save target.
Evade. What is your evade?
6.
Oh, you're pretty easy to hit. Okay.
Big
Unfortunately.
target.
Makes sense.
He is-
Big,
I'm a-
fairly
I'm a
slow.
kill.
target.
Alright, so that is 7 points of damage, energy damage then.
I've got 2 armor, so does that reduce anything?
Yes, this is not armor piercing or anything.
Sir?
Yes, it would reduce like normal.
You would take 5 damage instead of 7.
Woo!
And then, Hear No Evil is going to move. Get himself a little cover. Alright, who wants to go over here?
What do these look like, Jason?
What do what look like?
What he just did for cover. What are they? Are they pillars or?
They are some sort of equipment, presumably.
Okay.
They seem to be like hardened, reinforced, almost armored.
Gotcha.
You would probably need to scan them to know exactly what they did, though.
And these are just the weird mushrooms or actual, like, rocks?
The big one you were clicking on is some sort of
Yeah.
crystal, as is this one.
All right.
Hmm.
One of us.
Yeah, I'm considering.
All right, class, don't make me call on somebody.
You need the extra speed.
I think it's just counting how far out.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes it's the last kaiju he's gonna get a shot at killing.
Yeah, pretty much.
17 away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to. What was that? No, I don't want that one. Yeah, so protocol. I'm going to activate Lord Stance. Take one use of my compact cockpit integrated stim pump. Activate Agitron and the nerve boosters. And activate my core system. um. So, all that being said and done. So, with core system still active, then that gives me. Okay. Actually gives me enough space too. I could, in theory. Yeah, let's do it. So, move, boost. I'm now over here.
Okay.
And I am going to skirmish with the Terashima blade.
Okay.
I'm in troll stance. So 17.
Evade is a 15, so
Okay, that's a hit.
all right. How much damage you do?
1 second. 10 kinetic, and it is AP.
Okay. Kinetic is one of the things his tempered hide gives him resistance to.
Funsies.
So 10 becomes 5, which is still enough to effectively structure him.
All right.
He has his own special little chart to roll on for that.
Nice. Reaction, fatal clash. As my attack knocks him back one space just automatically because of Agitron.
Okay. So he gets knocked back one.
Yep.
Which way you want him knocked?
It's just knocked back so away from me.
Okay.
It doesn't have the special I choose where he goes, but, you know. And because I still have 2 movement, boop, I'm over here.
Alright, he rolled a 2 on his monstrosity structure damage table. 2, dismemberment. The attack blows a limb or chunk off the monstrosity.
Woo!
It takes 1d6 kinetic damage and becomes slowed for the rest of the scene. So give me another d6 roll worth of damage.
4.
Alright.
And now we roll
condition
off.
slowed. Alright. What is it rolling?
Hull or agility, take your pick.
He will roll whole.
I got a 30.
13.
Do you wish to contest?
Alright, so it takes 2. He contests.
Yeah. If he contests, he takes 2, and it can't be reduced by any means.
All right, he'll take the damage then.
For an additional 6 because of Agitron.
Can that also not be reduced anyway?
That can be.
All right. So you said it was an additional 6, so that becomes a 3 minus his armor. All right.
And then he starts to go back 1 because, again, knockback. However, because of Fatal Clash, I'm instead flinging him behind me 3 spaces.
Okay.
So into the friends. And then, using the remainder of my movement, because Fatal Clash, I am in their space.
Okay.
And I still have a quick action.
Anime, the mech.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
I'm going to quick action hide. Because my core power is active, I can do that.
All right. Let's see. So if the monstrosity wanted to find you, it would need to roll a search.
Yes.
All right. So what is your agility?
It would be me rolling an agility against their search. It's a contested check.
The NPC makes a contested systems check against the agility of a hidden character within sensors. Okay.
Yep. 26.
All right. Considerably less than 26. All right, so he doesn't see you.
Mhm.
He's like a spider monkey hanging on to the back of a kaiju.
But he does see other enemies, so he's going to charge across at him.
Fun. Hold on. Reaction Overwatch.
I'm gonna grab him by the tail.
Does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
Fantastic. That's a crit. That is 10 kinetic damage.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Fantastic. Hit confirm. And because I hit, I am going to spend a Blade Master dice to immediately ram.
Okay.
18.
I believe an 18 is a hit, yes.
Sweet, he's prone.
All right. Big loud crash.
Just really want to kill this kaiju, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. So that triggers as soon as he starts to move.
Yeah.
So it basically prevents his movement.
Yeah, pretty much. It's trigger hostile character starts any movement, including boost and other actions inside one of your weapon's threat.
Okay.
So he started to move, went hello.
Right, but it doesn't sound like it actually technically negates him having taken the move action. So he couldn't just immediately use his move to stand immediately back up.
Yeah, I mean he could if he just wants to stand up where he's at.
Okay, well, he'll stand back up then.
But yeah, so basically he starts to move. Well, he did move one square. So would he have enough movement to get up? Since it says getting up from prone takes your entire movement.
Well, the attack would have triggered as soon as he starts his movement.
Fair enough. Okay.
So once he declared it.
Nope, square deal, square deal.
All right, so he stands up, so that's his movement.
Mhm.
He used a quick action look for you. You're not going to be hidden now that you've attacked.
Correct. I am now visible.
So I guess he'll attack you instead of going and attacking your base.
Sweet. He has 2 disadvantage.
He is going to attempt to grapple you.
That is not a good plan on him, but okay. More power to him.
The NPC makes a melee attack against a character adjacent to them with a bonus of +1 or 2 or 3, depending on, I guess, their tier.
Aww.
Grappling them if successful. He has grasping claws, which gives him an accuracy to grapple.
He is at... Actually, where he's at 3 difficulty.
All right, so where is all this difficulty coming from?
1 from my core power being active.
Okay.
1 from sharing a space with him, and 1 from sharing a space with another one of his friends. Because Atlas just frame trait.
Okay. Because you're so teeny tiny. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so he has a 1 accuracy from that and a 1 accuracy from that, so that turns out to a total of 1 difficulty he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Would he be able to do this with him being slowed because of his limb being blown off?
The slowed has to do with his movement.
Can't boost or make any special moves granted by talent, system, or weapon.
But he's not doing any special movements.
Okay. But are these special moves granted by talent, system, or weapons?
He's not moving. When it says movement, it means little things that let him move. Not attacks, not any of that. It's physical motion.
Okay.
Like boosting or I'm not sure what it'd be other than boosting. Probably that teleportation thing the operators can do.
The slowed status says they can't boost or make special moves granted. They can only do their standard move. I was misunderstanding the wording. I apologize.
No problem.
Last
It
session.
happens.
That's one. All right, so we got a total of a 10.
That's a miss.
He's very frustrated.
Sure is.
And that is all he can do. Or not do, as it turned out.
Yippee-ki-yay.
All right, who wants to go over here?
There's a bunch of folks grouped up if anyone has a good AoE.
Hi, hello. This is your local artillery unit, ready to fire.
I'll just tank the shot. Go ahead and shoot.
Careful, he might on instinct reflect it back at you.
Ty, I don't like this plan.
Sure, we'll be fine.
You know, you fire that big shell, and he bats it back like a like he's playing badminton. Oh crap!
Well, actually, that stance isn't active currently.
Okay.
Oh,
Considering we've
So-
already discussed the Krieger's shovel, odds are firing on your own troops is perfectly in line with that.
Yeah.
Go for it, Nuba, if you want to fire.
Oh yeah, no, I plan on it.
Do it.
Yeah, it's a I was double checking stuff though, because
what horror are you about to unleash?
oh, just making sure that I've got siege mode activated, so it makes it an arcing ordnance and all that fun stuff. Downside is I take 4 heat, but that's perfectly fine. Nothing little warming can't cure. I was trying to remember something else. Okay, well. Unfortunately, this is going to take my full action, of course, since it's a barrage weapon. But that's perfectly fine. I think it's a D20 plus. What are we at? 6 now?
5.
Still 5? Okay. So, let's see what this is going to do for me. Alright, so. Yeah. Basically, just going to fire square. Let's see, blast of 2. If I fire it actually about, what, here? That should hit everybody?
Yeah, if you do it right here, it would hit all the people in this area as well as whatever this is here. And I'm sure
Yep,
blowing up
he just-
unidentified equipment will have no repercussions.
I mean, he's about to start probably unloading artillery rounds all over into that area if he knows that's his target objective. But we'll go ahead and start the first attack roll. 13. Again, I don't know who you want to, what type of listing you want to go down.
Let's start with we'll start with the monstrosity.
Sure.
Its evade is a 15. What did you get?
13's the first one.
All right, so it does not get hit. Then let's go with Eric.
Rolling. 9.
That's a miss.
I'm betting that does not hit Eric.
No, it does not.
Then we have lightning before the thunder.
21.
His evade is a 16.
Well, he'll feel that blast shot.
All right, how much damage does it do?
Let's see. It is 3d6, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 3d6 explosive damage. So give me a second. Swap to d6. 3 of those. Get rid of the bonus. Yeet. Screw you, game.
All right, so 6 points of damage. Yeah, it could be worse.
Okay. And I guess for the other person behind cover.
No, we'll do this one guy here. Justified by the ends.
And yeet.
His
That's
evade is a
probably a miss.
12.
It's an 8. It ain't hitting.
Yep. Then we'll jump up and do Hear No Evil. Oh, no, that's not Hear No Evil.
Rolling.
Where is it? Yeah, that's Hear No Evil. Carry on.
18.
Evade is a 14, so that's a hit.
Alright, swapping the damage. Woo! 10. Sorry.
And then roll versus this little doohickey gizmo here. It only has an evade of 10, so you should be able to hit it.
You say that. Okay, I do.
That's true. You did roll an 8 one time.
I did roll an 8, so be careful what you wish for.
All right, but 14 does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Wait. Subtract. Well, it'd be 13 damage.
Okay.
It's like, wait, where'd that extra 1 come from? Oh, I didn't take that off.
All right, so
Yeah.
13 minus armor. It becomes 11. It goes up in flames as well.
Yippee! It's fine. And that'll be all from me.
All right. I believe we have a bot in the chat.
No.
Uh-oh.
Raggy.
One moment.
Yep.
At least it's not an obscene one.
It's an Urta coming for vengeance.
Nah, it would have been an updog thing if it was an Inerta.
Oh no,
Oh.
Updog is Horus.
We don't know if an Inerta's Horus or not. It could be.
It's all a plan by Horus, but Horus is, has mixed feelings about it, so he's working against the plan as well as for the plan.
Exactly.
If you have a Scooby-Doo reveal, pull off the mask. It's actually Horus.
But Horus is actually just Ra. They're all just Ra. They don't actually have separate personalities. He's just pretending they do. He's role-playing with all of humanity.
That would track.
That sounds like some Horus shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when that thing goes up, the cave that you're in sort of rumbles. And both audibly and through your radio equipment, you hear it sounds like somebody crying out.
No, that's not fun.
Oh, good. Let's blow up the rest.
A set? Any
You
idea
get-
what that is?
Can we get any confirmation about where that or what that was?
Let's see. Whip starts feeding you information, Patrick, that the sound was emanating from everywhere. The radio broadcast was emanating from everywhere. I mean, not everywhere, but everywhere within this chamber. And then, Vika, what did you ask us it?
Any idea what that is?
I think it's a who is that?
Any idea who that is?
I think that was Nanerta.
Oh, good.
On my turn, I'll ask her to do something.
Okay. Let's see. That was anything else for Audrey?
Mm-mm.
All right, then it is Mize goes.
Though depending on the situation here soon, he's probably going to activate something that is going to be a nuisance for somebody.
All right, we're gonna let Speak No Evil go. As a protocol, going to use active camo. Expend the charge to become invisible until the end of the next turn. For the duration of this effect, the next melee or ranged attack becomes a critical hit if it hits. So it becomes invisible. And then it's going to use its step to appear here. Or excuse me, to appear here. And then it is going to shoot Audrey. Because, you know, Audrey's firing artillery pieces in a cave. This could potentially be bad.
What do you mean? It's perfectly fine. Look, if I can't lob them, unfortunately for you, there's the direct fire mode.
Does the 16 hit you?
Yes.
All right. Because of the active camo, him being a visible thing, it counts as a critical. So it is 14 energy.
Intervention, Camus's razor.
How close do you have to be?
Within 5. 5 in line of sight. Is it dealing what? Oh wait, what kind of damage is it dealing? Kinetic or energy?
Energy.
I can't take it. I'm
Energy.
sorry.
Okay.
That's fine.
5d6 to try and not make it not hit.
I don't think it would.
it goes down to -4.
Cool. So that's a miss. That triggers justified by the end's voice of authority.
Auto-critical.
Which will allow him to reroll.
We know that's ability now.
He got a total of a 28 that time, so that's a clean crit.
Sorry.
No, it was a good attempt.
With it being energy damage, I'm assuming armor doesn't have any.
Armor still reduces.
No, yeah, armor still reduces it. So it's a total of 14 damage minus your armor.
He does well. I mean, it wouldn't matter. He still has a difficulty from Freddy.
From the shield. Normally he would have 2 accuracy. He only had 1 accuracy.
Gotcha. Just double checking.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So 14 total minus those 2.
Yeah, 14 and then minus whatever your armor is.
So just subtract 12.
You're a big boy. I'm sure you're okay.
Well, you know, 29 health can only get you so far.
So what you're saying is I need to shoot you another couple times to structure you. That's what I'm hearing. And luckily, he is a tier 3, so he can fire this weapon 3 times in an attack. Second attack on Audrey. That's a 13. So
Yeah,
that is a
it
hit.
hit.
Let's see. The active camo is only for the next attack, not for the round. So it's not a crit, so that's only 7 points minus your armor.
So 5.
And his third attack. It's a 17. So it is a hit, but it is not a crit, so another 7 minus your armor. Then he will use his regular movement to hide.
Congratulations. That Barbarossa looks rather rough.
Did it structure you, or you still got?
Bitch, I got 2 HP, and then it's starting to get the structure.
Okay. I'll go next.
Someone else might want to go. Does anyone else want to go?
Wait, question: is this like electricity here?
It is some
Yeah.
sort of paracausal energy.
So, like, when you go through it, would it do something?
Athena
whole
seemed to think
fence
it would
there.
probably do that. You probably don't want to get too close to it. Basically, the blue on the ground is like color coded. The ground's not really blue. Your HUD is just showing that as the area you probably want to be careful of it around.
Hmm.
And if you remember, the crystal upstairs that was similar to these crystals had about that same range. If you got close to it, it zapped you.
The enemies didn't walk through the blue area, did they?
No, this guy teleported. And
Good.
these guys down here started down here as far as you're
Yeah,
aware.
no. He teleported. That's good. Car, if you want to go, you can go. I'm just having ideas of what to do.
So, can we move through allied spaces? Did we say that was a thing that we
I
could
believe
do?
so, yes.
Okay. Good. First things first, we're gonna Lastron Duba.
Okay.
I only have to make an 8. You can immediately use your 8, one of my repairs, to get half of your hit points back. Maximum hit points.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm trying to figure out if I prospect her or not.
I vote hold it till we get the fence.
Yeah. 6.
So I gain half my HP back.
Yep. You gain half of your maximum hit points back. So whatever your maximum is, have it, and then add that to your health. Sorry, just double checking what I would like to do. If I put Athena like on this, I don't know what it would do, right? Like here, around here.
What do you mean put Athena on it?
Like have Athena use her simulacrum to scan the area and tell me the statistics of stuff.
I guess you could do that. That would leave her, vulnerable to attack or whatever. But
Well, it doesn't put a drone down or anything. It's just it's a burst. Double checking burst 2 or 3 area, and I just know the statistics of anything in that area.
She doesn't physically get put down.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Burst 3 area. Athena constructs a perfect real-time and fully interactive 3D model of a blast 3 area within range 50, including moving characters and all rendered in lovingly extreme detail.
Yeah, you could drop that there.
But I wouldn't know what would happen.
No, you would not.
Instead, I'm going to put Athena down here, where I put my drone, right here.
Okay.
And it's burst 3. So I have to figure this out because it's not.
It would catch this and the
Oh,
generators.
that's too big. That's too big. Jason, you probably can see that, but you're really the only one. There we go.
Well,
You're the only one that needed it. So it'd catch this, and this, and I'd get basically this to it's basically scanning it, basically.
Gotcha. All right, so these two things down there, they have armor 1 and 10 HP. Their evade is effectively a 10.
Hmm.
They appear to run very deep into the ground under here. These things are definitely for energy production, though they are paracausal in nature.
Mhm.
So you kind of get what they're doing, but you can't really understand how they're doing it or what they're doing exactly. It also gets the ground itself. And you're glancing at it, you're not seeing where there's anything special, but Athena points out it doesn't really match up with the native rocks and soil.
I is relaying this to everyone.
It sounds like this whole area, the gray area, is inerta.
Well, it's not just the gray, it's this part down here too. The gray is just kind of like packed down.
Gotcha.
Almost like a little bit of paving or something over top of it. Where this part, like out here, that kind of lighter gray area is more just the natural stone.
Doesn't say I have to target anything, so I'm going to use a free action and use transmuting spark, and I'm just going to have it spark like this way towards this. It's a range 3 line, so it just deals. Double checking.
All right, where are you doing that from?
From the dog this way.
Okay.
Range 3. So 1, 2, 3. Not hitting anything except for the ground, but it does do 2 AP energy damage. Just to do it.
Okay, well, it does zip through these mushrooms or whatever this fungus thing is here.
Yep.
And it destroys that. When it hits the crystal, it seems the energy just seems to get pulled into the crystal.
Okay. That's all I'm doing.
And then the crystal, all of you can see the crystal start glowing. It's like it's giving off visible light as it has absorbed that energy.
Note to self, do not attack crystal with energy.
All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, let's see. Hear no evil had gone. Speak no evil has gone. The monstrosity has gone. Let's see. Lightning before the thunder. Well, he's not going to enjoy this. Not with the mighty might in his hex. All right, he's gonna take a shot with his anti-material rifle, which is a 25 line. So basically, he's about to do what Patrick did, and let's see, Uriah will be in that line potentially.
So he's actually using a rail rifle.
It's the super heavy anti-material rifle.
That is not a line.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at the. You're right. The token. Man, I got hopes up there. No, I was looking at the little thing next to the range. I thought, oh, that looks like a line. But it would
Yep.
have been over here, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to have that, so that's why I knew.
Good looking out. Good looking out. I guess we'll just shoot the dog with it. Alright. Let's see, does he have any protocols he'd want to activate? He can move, but he can move after he fires it, not before. Alright, so he's got 2 accuracy. But the dog is, or wild dog is within 2 of Patrick.
I also have soft cover because at the start of my turn, I gain soft cover.
Alright. That just becomes a straight roll then.
He also has difficulty from me because I'm engaged with him.
Fair, fair, fair. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Oh.
No, excuse me. Sorry, I was looking at E defense. Yes, it does. Apologies.
Oh.
My E defense is 14. My evasion is 10.
That is 20 points of kinetic damage.
You said 20?
20. It's a super heavy rifle, my dude.
I will activate, since he's within my shield. As a reaction, activate the Blink Field Intervention. I will take 2 heat, and he gets resistance to that damage.
So he takes 10.
Okay. Because the funny thing is I have 19 health and 1 armor.
Cool.
Good to know.
I have filed that away for later use. Alright, and then he's going to move. He has an ability called Slippery. The veteran's standard move ignores engagement and does not provoke reactions. So run away, run away, run away. Alright. What? I keep grabbing the wrong thing. Probably because they're all stacked on top of each other. There we go. Alright, so he runs up there. Alright, that's his go.
Okay. Let's see.
That sounds like Melody was ready to go.
Yes, I am going to do evade. See, it doesn't say that it had to be in line of sight or center. I just move a target. I'm doing the puppet system.
Okay.
So we're going to move him. What's his max speed? Or his speed?
Which one?
Movement.
The operator. His move is a 5.
Well, since I can move him in any direction I so choose, it's going to get pushed. all the way back here. So it's going through the blue.
All right.
Mhm.
He'll stop when he hits the fence,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a physical barrier. So you've pushed him up
Mhm.
against the wall. Well, that's not good for him at all. So that was a 21 to hit him.
Oh, the tech attack was a 26 to hit. I'm assuming it hits.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, he takes 2 heat,
Okay.
and then I move him back.
Yeah. You flung him up against the fence. The fence
Mm-hmm.
scores a crit on him.
Yep.
So he goes from untouched to dead as he goes up like a bug hitting a bug zapper.
Well, all right then.
Okay.
That's one way to do it.
All right, nobody touch the fence.
So now we know what the fence does.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Science.
It
Mad
works.
science.
The fuck
Yeah,
around
to
and
see if
find
it
out,
works.
science.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not touch science.
Okay. So I still can do something.
Haven't you done enough?
No. And then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do false idol. We're gonna make a copy of the dog.
All right.
And we're gonna put it like over here. Whatever, like, yeah, right there.
All right.
And that's it for me.
And I'll put a big red dot on it, so we know that it's the fake one. All right. So back over here, we've got ends justify the mean, or justified by the ends. Let's see if he tries to move. Oh wait, Uriah has used that reaction this round already, hasn't he?
I have used one of my reactions.
But it's a specific one I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
All right, he's gonna try to walk 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
He is going to use his micro missile barrage. The assault launches a line 8 volley of micro missiles. All characters within the affected area must succeed a hull save or take 10 kinetic damage. On a successful save, they take half damage. So that's going to hit both the dog, or wild dog, and the fake wild dog.
So let's see.
And Wild Dog is still within range of the shield.
There's not an attack roll with this. You have to make They have to make saves.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just wait, so it's just a barrage, or because
It's a line. Everybody within the line has to make a hull save or take 10 kinetic damage. On a successful save, they take half that.
no, I'm just because since before attempting to take any hostile actions against your target, characters with line of sight to false item must make a system save.
And what does the system save do?
If on a fail, they don't lose the action but cannot target the original character. I
Well,
believe
he's not
the
targeting
false.
the character. This
Okay,
is
that's
just
why.
an effect,
Yeah.
and it's a
Okay.
line.
Okay.
It's not like he took his gun out and tried to shoot
Okay.
Tiana.
So it's a hull save, right?
Correct.
I can't remember what all you add to the hull save. Is it just a D20 plus your grit?
Plus your hull number.
D20 plus your hull plus grit.
Okay. Yep. That's the one thing I was missing. Where did my hull go? I don't see my hull.
It should be right in front of your agility.
Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Obviously, I haven't had to make a hull save in a while.
Mm-hmm.
15.
The save number's a 14. You just barely make it. So you take half of that 10 damage, so you take 5 kinetic.
So reduced down to 4.
And then the simulacrum, what is its hull?
The
Or does
fake
it just
dog.
pop if it takes damage?
Huh? If it takes 1 damage, it's gone. But
Okay, well even if it has saves, if it makes it save, it still takes half. So
yeah, so then the false idol is gone.
all right, and using that was a quick action, I believe. So then he will fire his heavy assault rifle at the big target right in front of him. But he has a disadvantage or a difficulty because of the shield. Let me just say that at this campaign, Patrick, you've gotten a lot of mileage out of that shield.
Yep, that was.
That was a wise decision very early in the campaign. Oh, wait, no, I have to subtract that, not add that. Oops. So that is a 6, so the assault rifle misses. However, it is reliable, so it does 4 damage. Minus, 2 or 3, whatever armor you've got. And that wraps it up for him. So who else have we still got over here?
Me and grid space, I think.
All right, go ahead and go then.
She is going to try to have a set. She'll ask a set first. Do you think it would be a good idea idea to try and communicate with Nanerta? Because the scream sounded like pain, correct?
That's kind of the impression you got, yeah.
Like, she'd be talking like while everyone else is doing their stuff. Like, do you think he's being held captive, or is it a bad idea?
Well, Ra was captive, and he just took his prison with him. And according to
He's not
Athena,
as-
the rocks around here don't seem to match up with the planet. I wonder if he hollowed out the
Nanerta's-
mountain and brought part of somewhere else.
Throw whatever defenses you can up around yourself. Maybe just throw a "Can we help in any way? The enemy of us is your enemy" kind of thing.
I guess I could ask.
Just something quick, and then don't go diving or anything.
So she sends out a quick inquiry. You see extra firewalls and stuff going up. She sends a quick little inquiry. And then the room shakes again, and everybody hears the response.
Mhm.
You can assist me by leaving. Why
No.
do you work so hard to foil the person trying to help you so much?
Anyone want to field that? And she goes charging forward.
How are you assisting us?
All right. I will answer that question. Let's let Vika go ahead and take her action.
Yeah.
Gonna move the 5 and slip and slide. Or move the 10 and slip and slide, so.
Ooh, you can slip and slide into the fence.
Yeah, I'm gonna no. Hey Tiana,
Yeah.
do you want to move as well?
Let's go for a ride.
Okay, so she gets up to here, or actually here, and drops the slip and slide, which moves her and Tiana 5.
I feel so sorry for anybody that comes and watches these and is looking through the book. Where is the slip and slide?
Slip and slide is technically the accelerate action.
Mhm.
We just affectionately like to call it the slip and slide because that's
Because
basically
that's what it's
it is.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll draw the slip and slide in case anyone else wants to use it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because YOLO, we're gonna. Does the overcharge give movement? I still don't remember.
Overcharge lets you take a quick action even if you've already taken it.
So I wouldn't be able to boost again. All right.
Yes, you could.
That's exactly
Oh, I
what you
could
could
boost.
do.
Oh, okay.
It allows you to repeat when you usually can't repeat.
Cool. Take it. Take the heat. Get up here.
Hello.
And hey, how you doing?
Oh, that was they were unfortunately positioned.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, hey, what you doing? You're right. I made friends.
So let's start off with the 4 kinetic from Scouring Swarm.
All right, that's gonna hit both of them.
Yep.
Or potentially hit both of them. All right.
No, it's gonna hit both of them.
So
There's no roll
justified by
for
the ends. Oh, it's just auto damage. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's the Hell Swarm core system
All right.
thing.
Is it armor piercing?
No, it is kinetic.
All right, MC, how many points?
4 kinetic.
All right, 4 minus his 1 armor, so he takes 3. And then the big boy there. will also take 3 because he's got 1 armor. Okay. Poor little kaiju looking rough.
We're gonna take a swing with the ferrofluid lance at the mech.
Okay.
22.
I really thought you were going to run up and still kill your brother. I really thought you were going to. I thought
We're
exactly what Vicky was
working on
gonna
that. We're working on that.
do. All right, so ends just by the means. His evade is a 20, not 20, is a 12.
It hits with. I already cleared it out. It was a 22 or 23. So 12 damage.
All right.
Kinetic, not armor piercing. And I would need a hull check from him.
All right, so 12. All right, you have a structured him. He rolled a
And
3.
on the
his
hull
system-
check.
No, this is on his
Oh,
structure
okay,
check.
okay.
Because that pops up as soon as I click the damage.
Yep.
All right, so that's a system trauma. Roll a d6 on a 1 to 3. All the weapons on 1 mount are destroyed. On a 4 to 6, the system is destroyed. All the weapons on 1 mount are destroyed. Yeah, technically. Oh, his combat knife was destroyed.
Oh no.
I forgot
How
he
will
had that.
he? How will he go on?
How will he whittle in his free time?
He's not going to be able to make this cute little ducks.
Now, the hull check. Well, no, cute little turtle cows.
Cute little turtle cow ducks.
Cows.
All right, you said you needed to make a hull check?
Yes, please.
All right.
Save target is a 15.
Okay. Make sure he doesn't have anything. No. He got a 10.
Okay, he is unable to move, but he is
Okay.
always considered within melee range of me, which he is. Because of that critical, Executioner, 2nd level, deal 3 kinetic damage to all, or to enemy characters and objects of my choice within threat, other than the one I just attacked. So 3 kinetic to the kaiju. And because of the critical, I will also be taking a free roll at half damage against him.
All right, so 3 damage, not armor piercing or anything.
Nothing hinky on it,
Okay.
no.
So 3 minus his armor. Okay.
And then
He ain't
3
looking
again from the bonus hit damage.
All right, so another 3 to the monstrosity.
Correct.
Minus his armor is 2. The monstrosity is dead.
All right. And I think that is all I can do, because I can't, because it boosted, or not boosted, overcharged. I can't do a double thing. I also use the slip and slide, so I think that's all I can do. But
All right.
I'm immobilized, and the mech in front of me is immobilized.
Justified by the ends.
Yep.
All right, now, Patrick. What was it you had said?
I ask, how exactly are you helping us?
I'm attempting to better your species to prevent your inevitable end.
By causing more destruction.
You must damage a body to cut out a cancer.
Why did you come to that conclusion?
I watched humanity die, and it made me feel a certain way.
And yet you continually cause more.
You prune the trees so that you prune the branches from the tree so that the overall tree is healthier. The others are content as long as you live long enough to create us. All right. So I've got the angel that holds the Lord's vengeance left. But he's way up here.
Was that clear throat for a reason?
No, I think just somebody needed to clear the throat.
Yeah.
All right, so he is going to move here. That's pretty much all he can do. All right, so I think everybody who's here has gone.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got
None
grid
of us
space.
can get into grid space.
Yeah. Even I tried. Yeah. Or should I also tried? Yeah, getting that same flaw. Uh, all right. He'll move up here. He'll stick close to the rest of you. The Bull of Heaven is going to move up here. And he tears off a big chunk of the crystal. He broadcasts to you he's going to try something.
Sounds good to me.
Let us
Right.
know if we need to move.
Then he boosts and holding the crystal in front of him, runs into the fence.
Did we not just all... Okay, Godspeed.
The energy arcs up. You see it, pull into the crystal.
He's using it as a battery.
Because it absorbs energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Tiana hit the
Hey, my test worked.
it starts glowing like that, only it keeps glowing brighter and brighter and brighter as it absorbs more and more energy.
Science.
Then it explodes violently.
Oh no.
But
Well, the Bull of Heaven's gone.
there is now a big gap in the fence.
No.
Is the bull having gone?
Hang on. That is a hideous drawing I just made. Let me see if I can do better. That's much better. So that is a gap in the fence that is safe to traverse.
Okay. What about the Bull of Heaven? Is it?
You don't see it. Once the light goes down, you don't see it. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah,
Fighting
sure.
evil in some other dimension. in his defense, it did work, sort of. And I believe that's the round. So when he does that, you hear Nanerta's voice again. This time it's not like screaming in pain or anything. It's just a very frustrated no, no, no. The entire chamber starts to shudder again. And then all of you, the NHP, even those of you without NHPs, your sensor equipment goes off. Actually, is there anybody here without NHPs?
Grid space.
Grid space.
I mean, as far as the actual players.
Grid space and Audrey, I think both don't have NHPs.
Hi, how you doing? My bullshit is done by myself.
I also don't think Melody has one either.
I do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do? Yes.
Okay.
I have the Didymus class NHP.
Okay. Couldn't
I
remember if you had one or not.
I could time split shit. I just haven't done it yet.
So yeah, there's that shuddering. And then everybody registers the atmosphere seems to be venting out of this chamber.
We gotta hurry.
Set. Any ideas? What's going on? Aside from stuff venting, why is it venting? We're in a mountain, not space.
We were in a mountain.
Huh?
That ain't good.
Now I think we're inside a chunk of a mountain, probably from some other planet, that was hidden in a mountain on our planet. I think we're in orbit now.
Cool.
Can
Cool.
Athena with her OmniNet find exactly where we are?
Can't you GPS us here?
Well, there's some signal interference through this chamber,
Oh,
but
great.
yeah, you're in orbit.
Oh no.
I mean, on the bright side, people will notice. They'll come looking for you.
Continue murder or get the hell out? What do we do?
Continue murder.
Ye fucking haw, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is the end of round 1. Holy crap, we're about out of time.
Yeah, we gotta destroy stuff quick.
Gotta move quick.
Speed round.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go, I can destroy everything in the south, but I would have to use Prospector.
Do it.
That's fine by us.
I'm guessing
Okay.
destroying the generators will bring down the fence, so.
So first off, 1, 2, 3. I would end up roughly here with 6 movement.
Okay.
Boost, move to here. I am 2 from this and 2 from this. Prospector, 5 forward to here, destroying all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 of these with 20 AP 20 AP damage.
And you get some fire, and you get some fire, and everybody gets some fire.
Yeah.
What the dog doing? Apocalyptic things.
Setting shit on fire.
Diggy hole. Let
That's
In
me-
what I'm
space.
Yeah.
I still have a quick action. No, I don't, because I had to use create entrance. So boost. Prospector, create entrance. Okay. So that's all of my movement and my boost. You know what? Overcharge. Let's just deal some damage. Overcharge. And I can't barrage with an overcharge, can I? I have to use my full round for that, right? Do I just get a bonus action with the overcharge?
Yeah, you get another quick.
You
quick
get a
tech.
quick action.
Yeah. So skirmish light Oracle light machine gun, which is accurate and arcing at this.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Well, it should have,
Oh yay.
but when it hits the edge here of that, the black with the lines, the weird empty space, like completely surrounding the thing, it just comes out on the other side. Like all that intervening space does not exist.
Okay. So I'm just going to count that as a miss. Okay. That's the dog's turn.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to relay that to everybody.
In your cockpit, you hear Koke. What the
I agree, Koke. So it just basically it goes through it and then just goes through the other side.
Like it just comes out of it, like you had portals set up on either side, sort of.
Yeah, and it's a bubble around it, not like just
right. It's like a
wall.
sphere of you're saying empty space.
Gotcha.
Now it begs the explanation of how does the visible light come out where we can see the object floating in there, though? But paracausal. Paracausal means you ain't got to explain crap. It's like magic. And when you destroy all this equipment, you feel the gravity lower significantly. You haven't gone like full microgravity, where things are just floating around, but the vast majority of this place's power supply has just been destroyed. It's like you got these two things up here. Which are not generators. They're probably some sort of battery backups. Yeah, this thing likes to jump around today. The fence is still lit. It is duller than it's not shining as brightly as it was, though.
Does that fence go all the way to the ceiling?
It does. It literally divides the room in half.
Okay.
I was getting ready to ask that too.
Speaking of, I need to put down my circles. So
Okay.
Don't mind me. There we go.
All right.
Roughly there.
All right. So that was your go. Lightning before the thunder. No, he's not going to go yet. Angel of Hell's Vengeance can't really do anything till y'all get over there. Didn't that? Oh yeah, that operator's dead. Why did I not click off his last hit point? Here we go. Alright, so Justified by the Ends will take a turn. First, he'll roll to see if his micro missiles have recharged. And they have. I think that's the first time that's ever worked out for me. Too bad he can't really move to... Alright, so one quick action. He will lay down that line. where it goes like this. So I need a hull check from a hull save from Uriah.
Okay. 22.
All right, that is a success. So you take half the 10, so 5 kinetic.
Cool. 1 second. Nifty.
Sorry,
Okay.
Jason. I just saw this guy here.
Mhm.
He needs to make a hull save
Oh, sure.
for the when I dug the hole. Apologies.
Oh, he got a 12.
He fails. He's now knocked prone.
Okay.
Oh joy. I'm gonna reaction acrobatics since he missed, and I'm in this guy's square now.
Standing
He
over
didn't
him.
make an attack
Hi.
roll, so he did not miss. This is his attack roll.
Ah, okay. Doop, doop, doop.
Then for his other quick action, he's going to use his heavy assault rifle and try to shoot Vika. Because, let go of me. She's engaged, so that's going to be a difficulty.
I have soft cover from Hellswarm, so that'll cancel it out.
Well, no, that'll give him another difficulty.
Oh,
He's
yes,
trying to shoot
yes.
somebody he's physically engaged with, which I think gives him 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that natural 20 is going to be hard to beat, though. So 20 minus the 5, that makes it 15 plus 3. So that's an 18 to hit.
It hits.
10 points of kinetic damage.
Going to use parry. I'll take half of that.
Okay. And that is him for the round. So who wants to go on y'all's side?
I will go. Since my friend sacrificed himself to give us a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're on the other side.
And I will. That was a boost. Yes.
You could always overcharge.
No, well, I'm thinking right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I will barrage.
Okay.
That and that. First one is the Vulture DMR on this one,
Okay.
and that is a 21 to hit.
That is definitely a hit. You only need a 10 to hit him.
And because I am overheating,
That's the last session. What's a little heat?
Yep.
In the campaign, a
it
little
will.
spicy.
So that'll be 11 points of damage on it.
All right. Anything armor piercing or anything weird?
No.
All right. Oh wait, that's 11, so it's not going to matter anyway. 1 armor off still leaves it with 10. So it goes up.
And that does an 18 hit the other one. You said it needed
Yes,
a 10.
he needed a 10.
It does. 9 points of damage on this one.
Alright, so -1 for its armor, so it takes 8. So it has 2 HP left. So it is badly damaged, but still mostly functioning. When you blew up the first one, you could see the fence pulsating a little weaker.
All right. And this
And
one
that
just
is-
get.
Anything else you can do?
That is my go.
Alright, next up is Lightning Before the Thunder. Uses his movement to stand up and his action to reload the big gun. So basically to take the stabilize action. That's it for him. Who would like to go
Solid.
next?
I can give a crack at it. Let's see. This equipment up here, about how far is it?
Let's see.
Ty did say that her bullet went through it, just basically into
the other side.
into the black area and then out the other side of the black area. So it didn't affect it at all. Keep that in mind.
Alright, so that is 16 away from you.
Perfect. Still perfectly within reach. Oh, no. At this point, Audrey's just like, oh, we need to break the equipment. Fair game.
Alright, so you're
So-
shooting at that last battery backup or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. And whatever else is around probably will be collateral. But yes, his main target is that battery backup.
Okay. Need a 10 to hit it.
I mean, RNG is going to screw me over at this point, but you know, it's perfectly fine.
Remember that heavy you have an NHP, you have a free reroll if it fails. I think if you have a level
16?
3.
Yep,
Alright.
we hit.
That hits.
Yay.
Are you going to manage to do at least 2 points of damage?
Maybe.
Alright, give it a roll.
Think
I
you
like the
did
caution.
9.
I'm not going to jinx myself. I don't know. Maybe it will. Alright, so that's 9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up. Gravity goes away.
We're flying. Oh boy.
The fence loses all light. It's like a fluorescent bulb when you turn it off, how it's, you still see a little bit of a glow, but it quickly fades away to nothing.
Yeah, well, how's Audrey's go? Batter up.
So yeah, this stuff is now safe to traverse through.
Paracals is still there, yeah.
There's some lingering energy, but nothing's being fed into these crystals now, so they've dimmed. And the physical structure of the fence, without a charge running through it, isn't very much. You can kind of push through it.
Well, I meant specifically the paracausal
Yeah,
around
these
this.
guys.
Oh, yes, that effect is still going.
What I suspect is these.
Or this big red button.
Shiny candy-like red button. What does it do? We don't know. Could be something good. Could be something bad. And I may have no idea because this was a pre-done map. All right. Anything else from Audrey? Audrey.
No, sir.
I keep wanting to swap the D for a B for some reason.
It's fine.
All right, so he's gone and he's gone. So it's only the angel that holds the Lord's vengeance. How far does his weapon even shoot? He is going to, what's it, prepare an action? What's it called? He is going to prepare. He's going to shoot one of you as soon as you come within range of him.
This guy?
Yes. And that is his action. You may carry on.
All right, I guess I'll go next.
All right.
I'm gonna move. Four, 5. I will haste myself to do a free to boost as a free action.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Then that's what I think I counted 10 hexes.
1,
Give or
2, 3,
take.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly.
All right, I am going to shoot at it.
Pew pew.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does indeed hit.
Okay. It takes 6 energy damage.
6. All right. It is still there.
And then the my other one, my artillery, that it doesn't, I guess 18 does hit.
Yes, 18 definitely hits. Yep.
And it takes 2 kinetic damage.
All right. So it's sitting at 8 damage.
And that's all I can do.
So it's badly damaged. There's smoke pouring out of it. Sparks flying. You know, some of the panels are not joined up properly. It's still lit up, but you start hearing Nanerta yelling at you. And again, it's the whole room rumbling thing. No, he'll be able to see us now.
Oh no.
Or an asteroid, possibly, or part of a
Do we
mountain in
mean-
space hurtling towards the planet, possibly. Who knows?
It's probably
YOLO.
raw.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
The mountain
Mm.
stops because a new moon just got in its way.
And who do we have left?
I mean, I still need to go.
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't think the
Haven't
twins have
gone
gone.
yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
He's just
I will
sitting there
say-
reloading his gun. Oh, hi.
I'll say before I move, I will protocol change to storm stance.
Okay.
And I will.
Y'all yeet.
Yeah. I will barrage into Mr. Prone. Well, he stood up, didn't he?
He stood up.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Actually, in that case. Yeah, so I'm gonna not skirmish. I'm gonna barrage.
Okay.
18 and 23.
Both of those hit.
Fantastic. Okay. Hit and hit. All right. So to start off with, 4 energy, 3 burn.
Okay.
And I'm going to Does a 14 hit?
No, his evade is a 16.
All right, cool. So he dodge the immediate ram from burning a Blade Master dice. And the second attack from the barrage will then hit, which will be 5 kinetic damage. But because Storm Stance is active, I'll just confirm. Close. All right, so because Storm Stance is active, I will spend my reaction. So a range 2 burst around me and my target go off from that last hit. Everything in range 2 takes 2 kinetic damage,
I think everything with that range was already destroyed.
including the battery.
Oh yeah. The dog is taking that one out.
Okay.
Sorry, I just hadn't.
Sorry,
put two
yeah.
I just hadn't put 2 of them on there.
No, yeah, I only saw one, so I'm like, oh, it's just like badly damaged. Figured AoE.
And Lightning Before the
Right.
Thunder did not survive that ice tag. So.
Cool. And I will overcharge, because why not?
Why not?
And hide.
All right, Vika.
Guy takes 4 just by being really close and giving me a hug.
Wahahaha.
Kinetic, no armor piercing or anything.
All right, let's see. That is justified by the ends. You said how much?
4 kinetic.
So 3 because of his armor. Alrighty. And then what do
Let's
your
barrage.
actual attacks do?
Let's find out.
All right, his evade is a 12.
Barraging first hit with the ferrofluid lance. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does indeed hit.
Fantastic. 6 damage. Kinetic. Let me roll the overpower caliber.
Okay.
Seven kinetic from that.
He is still more or less in one piece.
Fantastic. Next hit is from nanocarbon sword. 24.
That's a hit.
That will be 10 kinetic.
And
Is
he
he still with us?
screams, begging for forgiveness for failing his lord as he explodes.
Yay.
Whatever is left of his body, or mech, she shakes off the ferrofluid lance just for flavor, because she can fling that like 4 spaces. And just starts walking up towards the fence. All of her movement. Would get her right about here.
Okay. Let's see.
And no, that would be next turn. That would take some damage from her Hellswarm.
And that puts you within range of...
The dude? Sure, let's go.
So, the angel that holds the Lord's Vengeance. His weapon has a range of 5, but none of this space here
Counts a space.
counts as space.
Good to know.
That is something that will work both ways.
So is he within 2 of her? Then technically?
No, he would
If
be
this
3.
space.
He would be 3.
Okay.
Alright, so he has 3 accuracy on this, but you because of your swarm, have 1 difficulty.
Soft cover. Yep.
Or soft cover that gives him a difficulty. He only
Mhm.
has 2 accuracy.
Only 2 accuracy.
At tier 2 or 3, he's 3. He may make 2 attacks. But first one is a 10 going to hit you.
Nope.
Come on, man. Don't go out like this.
Shooting magic missile into the dark, and it's shooting out of the dark. Come on, man.
And I bet an 11's not going to hit you.
It will not.
That's just sad. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so that's the reaction you got to take. Do you have any other actions you can take?
Nothing that'll do any damage.
Okay. He has an ability called Shock and Awe. The Ultra takes 2 separate turns each round. Man, I really should have started him down at the bottom. They regain spent
Maybe next
reactions each
session.
time. They take a turn. If the Ultra faces 5 or more hostile characters when combat begins, the Ultra takes a 3rd turn each round. I assume that would be if he was fighting on his own and not with a team. So for his next round, I guess he's going to fire at Vika twice again. I mean, he's bound to hit eventually.
I like that confidence.
Does an 18 hit you?
Hey, there he goes.
5 kinetic.
All right.
And the second attack is a 25. So it would be 10 kinetic.
3d6 minus.
All right, so I had a 25 minus 3 dice. Three, 4, 5, 6. So 25 becomes 19. So it's a hit, but not a crit. So 5 points.
5 points from that one, and how many from the first one?
It was 5 from both of them this round.
Okay.
Or this turn.
I'm going to use one of my Blade Master to reduce, and I'll take 3 from one of them.
Okay. Ooh, I keep forgetting how neat the ultras are.
We can use them next session.
The ultra can overwatch unlimited times per round. That's not the one that's come up yet.
Overwatch until he explodes.
Not overcharge, overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch. Okay. Correct.
So that means all of you could run up on him, and he could take a whack at you, each of you, as you came up. They're kind of designed to fight squads.
Mm-hmm.
Mini boss.
Yeah, basically. All right, I think that's the end of the round. All right, as round 3 starts, you're now fighting in a vacuum.
Cool.
This little cave thing was not airtight.
That tracks.
Which means all of the fire goes out.
Indeed. Which is, I guess all well and good, considering it was kind of cluttering up the board at this point. Oops, I deleted one of your circles on accident. I don't think it's going to matter, though.
Nope.
All right, who wants to go first?
I will go, if anyone else has issue with that.
Go for it.
Oh, and by the way, you start getting transmissions from Union.
Oh, fun.
What are they saying?
It's the General.
Oh, nice to see you, General.
We're a little busy.
The first thing you hear come over is, Workshop Command, this is General Graham. I know you're in that rock that just appeared in space.
Hi.
Oh, you'd be correct.
You don't know that.
I
Mika
had a
does just
hunch.
yell. Mika does just yell, we're a little busy.
You hear Uriah like from a distance. Fighting a god will get back to you.
To confirm with Uriah, yes, we have in fact found Inerta's processor.
I kind of assumed that when when we had a mini Ra pop up in orbit. We've got ships moving in, moving your direction. It'll be a little bit before they get there.
Yeah, hope to still be here when you get here.
Just a word to the wise, we are not the only people with ships moving in your direction.
Of course not.
Of course.
All right, continue with your turn.
I am going to scan this and this.
Okay. You scan this thing, and it's some sort of signal dampening something. You're not entirely certain, right? You're not exactly certain what it hides. Like most everything else down here, is definitely paracausal.
Is it still powered?
Yes, it still has 2 hit points, I think. Yeah, it's badly damaged, but looks to still be at least somewhat functioning. And when it got damaged, Nerder was yelling about he'll be able to see us.
And this thing right here.
That appears to be some sort of processing equipment for those crystals. It's like what's in there now is like little chunks of the stuff. Yeah, you're not sure if that's something they're in the process of processing. That was a weird sentence. Or if it might be like the leftover from the processing process.
Processing the processor's processor.
Indeed.
All right. Well, and next I'm going to barrage again.
Okay.
First shot, because it's the first time I ever had to use it. And I kind of need to. Fuel rod gun.
Who are you shooting with a fuel rod?
This thing right here.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it, roll a 10 to hit it, and as long as it does 2 points of damage, it's gone.
Wrong one. And how close is that? And I'll also take a shot at this.
Okay.
Not this one.
All right. Did you succeed in hitting this one?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sure 2 damage is probably the minimum
Yeah,
you could do.
I do 3 damage minimum.
Okay. So yeah. So it went away. The thing shakes and you hear no. Though at least this time you're only hearing it over your radio equipment.
And because I kind of needed to do that, because when I fire my fuel rod gun, I clear for heat.
Ah. All right. You said you were shooting that thing?
Yes. And that is a... Wrong one. And that is a 25 to hit it.
All right. That definitely hits. I'll just go ahead and tell you only need to do about 5 points of damage to.
Well, it did 10.
Okay. So yeah, you hit, it explodes. The little shards of crystal. Was this what kind of weapon? What kind of damage does this weapon do?
This one is doing actually kinetic.
Okay.
Because this is my prototype weapon.
Okay. So there's nothing for the crystals to absorb, so they just scatter and shatter and all kinds of stuff. There's now like this. It looks like there's glitter just floating through the vacuum there now.
The Hellswarm may absorb some.
Now it's all sparkly.
Extra
And
weeks from now you'll still be picking this stuff off your mix.
And when these get destroyed, is this still active? The zone?
Yes, the zone is still there.
Okay. That eliminates one theory I had about those things.
So what haven't we destroyed outside of these guys?
I've destroyed one of these. This thing just got destroyed.
So like the only other things is these 3 things right here, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And this thing, whatever that is.
And a lot of that just appears to be regular storage equipment. Like
they're probably floating in space at the moment.
Right. They just like the things Patrick just shot, and these things over here, these storage containers over here are actually anchored down. These things were just stacks of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, they've started kind of floating.
It's their Tupperwares of Christmas decorations.
Are we floating?
Yes, kind of. There's no gravity.
A little
bit. Okay.
Yeah, there's no gravity.
I don't, because I've got the mag clamps on the feet.
Yep.
What do you mean? I'm anchored down because I'm in siege mode. If I didn't, the kick from my gun would make me go flying.
No, I'm just making sure because I have an EVA module. So I basically fly, and I'm not slowed when I move.
Yeah.
Oh no, I understand. It'd just be funny to watch a Barbarossa be flying at this point. Because the kickback from my gun, whee!
And
The kickback
question,
moves you quicker than your
Yes,
actual
Patrick.
movement.
this is more to the Barbarossa. How much charge does your Apocalypse Rail have now?
I haven't been charging it.
It's an automatic thing if you don't move.
He hasn't moved.
I haven't moved the entire time, so how many turns has it been?
2,
We are
3,
in round 3.
Yeah.
and 2 if you kick on your core power. I believe that actually makes it like it automatically goes to 3 levels of charge.
Are you shooting a railgun? Is that what I'm hearing?
They're basically asking about my Apocalypse Rail.
Yeah, if you haven't moved in 3 turns, if you pop your core power, you immediately get to charge 4 in its max damage and power. But that's up to you, dude.
It's the implication.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine firing it. It's the only time I'm going to get to use it.
Go big or go home, and
Well,
up to you.
oh no, I'll happily fire it. If it'll get me to max charge, that'll basically 1d6 right. See, here's the stupid thing though about the Apocalypse Rail. Looking at it, it gives me no information on A, range, or B, damage.
Charge rail 1, range 30, blast 2, 4d6 explosive. Objects and terrain in the area automatically take 100 AP explosive damage, and characters become shredded, stunned until the end of their next turn. The ground is affected area is vaporized on impact for the rest of the scene. It is difficult terrain. Characters within the affected area receive soft covers, and characters that start their turn within the area or move there for the first time in a round take 4 burn.
Okay. My apologies. It was still sitting on rail 4, but yes, it'd basically be all the way down to, charge 1, which is the max. Oh, this will take my full action, so F it. We'll just fire the railgun, see what happens.
All right, what are you firing at?
I'd recommend this.
What was the burst on that?
First 2.
Okay, I'm out of range.
It's a burst too. The only thing that's going to suffer is whoever this little person is.
Yeah.
All right.
This isn't considered.
Mm, this
Space
one.
folds through
two.
there, so
Huh?
space folds through there, so this negative space technically doesn't exist.
Yeah, so 1, 2, basically. Because this doesn't exist.
All right, so you're going to drop it here. It does a burst 2. So that's 1, and then, 2 here because the black space does not count as space. And then 1, 2, you'll get this one over here because none of this stuff in the black space counts. 1, 2, it comes just shy of Vika.
Her eyebrows, man. Her eyebrows are gone.
Didn't realize Mech had eyebrows.
One of these containers will go away. So you're not going to hit any of your buddies doing that.
Okay.
You've only fired it. You've never had the chance to fire it this whole campaign, so.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Just that
Just
bass sound at the beginning of movies.
We get the anime flashing lights. Everything starts to turn as you see just a line fly across the way.
And when it detonates, everything you see becomes like a negative, photograph negative for a second.
Mm.
All right, and how much damage was that doing?
4d6 explosive.
Yep, 46 explosive.
And 100 AP damage to terrain.
Okay.
Objects and terrain.
Yeah.
What are buildings?
So yeah, all these little gizmos and devices here are correct. And roll the dice for this guy.
Okay. 46. Yeet.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Wow. Fuck you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
that's so for
does
those
anyone
that can't
got
see,
reroll?
it's a 9 total, which means he rolled on 4d6. He rolled a 6 on one dice and a 1 on the other 3.
I don't think anybody. I don't know if grid space can help you re-roll that. I don't think, at least damage wise, at least.
No, that just hurts my soul though. Fuck you, roll 20.
Is it armor piercing or anything?
It's just explosive.
It's just explosive.
That's why I do my rolls from Capcom.
All right,
I
so
know,
that
but
is
CompCon can also be annoying because I have to do certain things to then for it to actually do it.
Mhm. All right,
But it
let's
is what it
see.
is.
He's resistant to all damage from the closest hostile character. Well, that's definitely not Duba. So it's 9 points minus his 6 armor,
Breathe then.
but he is damaged.
I'm sure to everyone at that point in time it was very interesting to be like, oh yeah, this other big cannon, watch this. Wow.
All right, then it's his turn. He's going to take 2 shots at Vika. Does a 12 hit you, Vika?
Nope.
Does a 25 hit you, Vika?
Yeah, just barely.
All right. So 5, but it's a crit, so that becomes 10 points of kinetic.
Blade Master dice to make it resistant. So 5.
Okay. That's his first turn. That's one of y'all's.
I mean, I could go introduce myself to him.
Can you go around the stuff, or would you have to be going through the stuff? Because we don't know what happens when we go through it. That's no longer there. I think that was destroyed.
Yeah, but I can still get around it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he can travel through it fine. If it's one of those hit a new surface things, it's not a new surface because it's pretty
Okay,
low level.
Well, no, this thing is just with the nerve boosters and with my core power active, my base movement is 10 right now.
Okay, never mind.
So
Carry
move
on.
and boost, I can just go. Speaking of, what's up? And you know what? I will.
I believe that's going to trigger his Overwatch reaction.
Fantastic.
He'll take a swing at you as you come into his space.
Nice. I'm in Lord stance again, so feel free to take a swing.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right, that is 10 points damage then because it's a crit.
Oh. How kind of him. Skirmish. Go away, difficulty. Even with accuracy, that's an 8.
So that's
So
an 8 to
don't-
hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Okay,
So I
his
rolled a
evade is a
1.
12, so.
Yeah, I literally rolled a 1 on the dice.
Okay.
Miss. Okay. I will free action overcharge. Only took one more heat from that. Cool. And do it again. I do believe a 20 with a crit will work though.
I believe that will work, yes.
Fan-flippantastic. All right. Roll off time. Let's go. 31.
This is a whole or agility?
Pick one.
And they're the same, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see.
Oh, and he did take 8 damage from the hit.
All right, armor piercing or anything?
No.
Okay. So he has resistance from the closest hostile to him. That'd be you. So that becomes a 4.
Mhm.
So then reduced by a 6 armor.
Okay.
And he got an 8 to resist on the roll off.
Do you want to contest?
Nah, he'll just take it.
All right, cool. He will take 2 more damage.
All right, is that armor piercing or grew with his resistances or anything?
Says loser is knocked prone, takes d6 kinetic damage, and is knocked back 3 spaces in a direction chosen by the winner.
Okay.
So.
All right, so
Speaking of which, he's going through null space. And since Agitron is active, he's going 4 spaces through null space. In the direction of Vika.
All right. Well, move you out of the way. I'll put you right back.
Mm-hmm.
So when he hits the edge of that weird space bubble, it's like you can kind of see the blackness. It's like he hits a bubble, and then he's kind of bloop, and he's inside it.
Okay.
And you knocked him how many spaces?
4.
So he goes in, he hits this structure here, and sort of rides up it. So he's effectively higher up than you now inside this thing. So he's on top of that
now
structure.
we know. In that case, because Fatal Clash.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you can still get in there.
I'm now in there too.
It's so not happy right now.
Yeah.
From inside here, you would almost think you were standing in space, except you've got this, once you get a little ways out, like looking straight up or down. Well, down, you're standing on something, but looking straight up, it's like it just goes on forever. Where looking out to the side, you can see this band where you can perceive what's outside, on the rest of the map.
Nifty. That is my turn, though.
Sobek's like, where are we?
No idea. Though he is technically prone in here.
Well, it's 0G, so prone don't really mean much.
Yeah.
Alright, but he will use his movement to stand up, get his, i.e. in this case, get his bearings, and then he's going to attack you with his ram cannon.
Okie doke.
He can use that as a range or melee.
So
in this case, he's using it as a melee. He gets 2 attacks with it.
This is difficulty.
We'll take out the 6 I rolled in. And the 5 will give us a total of a 16.
That is a miss. Give me a hull save. With 1 difficulty.
Alright, he's in the negatives.
He's prone again.
Okay. We'll say you kind of sweep his feet out from under him, so now he's just kind of floating there.
Mhm.
No longer connected to the weird superstructure he's standing on, or that y'all are both kind of floating above.
Yep. Ow.
All right, so that's his turn, and that was his second turn, I believe. So he is done for the round.
Mhm.
All right, so what is everybody else doing?
Is there any piece of like equipment outside that we have not destroyed yet?
No.
What's this
I
thing?
think our own.
That's just rocks.
Yeah, all
Okay.
that stuff. That's just
Yeah.
the rocks. The mushrooms are still there.
You do remember our goal is to destroy those 2 things.
Yeah.
So, and shooting just goes through it. And we've seen that with myself and Angel Holds the Lord's Vengeance, mechs can go into the space.
Hello
So,
there.
Godspeed to the ones that can move quick, because I'm not getting there anytime soon.
All right. So is everybody who can basically going to move into the spaces and start damaging stuff inside there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
probably.
You're already there.
I mean,
Uh,
yes. But your eyes going to keep trying to murder this guy, though. But
Well, it's 10:20.
yes, it is.
And the structures you need to damage are very easy to damage once you're in there.
Mm.
You know, the difficulty with them was you had to fight your way through to get in there. So with you, probably you and Vika, keeping the angel that holds the Lord's vengeance at bay. Everybody else is going to be able to get in there and wreck shop on the actual devices.
Yeah.
Every time you damage them, you're getting some of those shrieks from Ninurta. At first, it's still that kind of angry. Why are you doing this? I'm trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue, though, it starts to become more fearful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you're no longer just working against him now. He's actually kind of worried about himself. And by the end, he's begging. You know, for his existence, for the continued existence of your species. You don't understand. The others don't care what happens to you after you've lasted long enough to create them. But he was going to make you better, make you where you could survive that.
May I? I say this to the party.
Mhm.
Cool. Uriah just like with both swords ready, basically just like destroy that last one. Let's go. Well, too bad for you. We'll be long dead by the time that happens anyway. Guess your shelter's going to become your tomb. And then just...
All right. As you're doing that,
And as it's dying, might have been a good idea, but you didn't ask politely first.
Vika on a close channel to Ninurta. Shouldn't have killed Charlie, you son of a bitch.
who? And he's gone. So, Audrey, you're probably the only person that wouldn't have managed to get up into the null space.
No,
So you're
it's
still
taking him too long.
So you're still standing in the cave, which means you're still catching broadcasts from the general. She asked for an update at one point, and then you just hear her go, "Oh my god!" In seconds after she says that, the cave that you're in starts to dissolve around you.
Oh, lovely.
Like it's breaking up. It almost looks like the walls pixelate before they disappear. And then you're just floating there in space, with these two weird bubbles of null space floating in front of you. All the structure that you were in is gone. Like I said, you're just floating in space. You don't see. There's no debris. It just pixelated and disintegrated. But you do see something that you've seen pictures of in textbooks and video of, all as you were growing up. The rest of you can see it through the
window tint of the null space.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ra.
You see Deimos, the moon Deimos, floating
Shit.
there. And then those two bubbles of null space just sort of pop. So all of you are now free floating in space. The pieces that are left of Nanerta begin doing that whole pixelation destruction thing.
Mm. Uriah just writes himself right quick because Spaceborne, he can do that.
The dog's just sitting there doing circles and is trying to battle.
Uriah floats over, catches him, just like stabilizes.
Thank
Like-
you.
The Lich will be fine because I have no issues in 0 or
EVA.
low gravity because EVA module.
Secretly, unbeknownst to everybody else, Jetpack kicks in on the Barbarossa and it's just like, ah, yes, this ace finally comes in handy.
It moves him slow, but he moves him.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're floating there in space, you get a broadcast.
Me realizing most of us having Technophile 3 NHPs really like us.
Yeah.
Hi, Ra.
Oh. Well,
Greetings.
pleasure to meet you, sir. Or madam. Or other.
You have
Hello.
done good work here.
Oh,
Well, we try.
Let's see. Tiana, Kokei's like, I think he's talking to us.
do you think?
He's talking to the other people floating in space. Who else?
And then you realize she wasn't talking to you, Tiana. She was talking to the other NHPs.
Oh, it's like, okay. Now it's getting weird.
Should we ask him for a ride home?
Vegeta said, ask him if he can put forward base Achilles back. A paracausal event took it away. A paracausal event can put it back.
You hear done. And then Audrey, everybody else is kind of between you and Deimos at this point. So you see this wave and everybody in front of you pixelates and disappears. And when the wave hits you, you see the front of your mech kind of pixelate, disappear. And then everything reforms. And you're standing on the bridge, or not the bridge. That'd be really bad if it's the size of y'all's mechs. You're standing in the mech bay on one of the Union ships. And everybody in the bay is freaking out.
Hi, everybody.
Woo!
And I'm.
We're gonna get court-martialed to hell.
Maybe
give
not.
me-
I'm sure there's worse things that could happen besides court martial, but that's beside the point.
I may or may also not throw up in her mech.
Ugh, glad it was that high up.
Oh, we're not in the
Fre-
mechs anymore. We're in our
Oh.
human flesh suits, standing on the bridge.
Oh, yeah, no.
Y'all are
Ty's
standing.
throwing up on the bridge.
No. I started to say on the bridge, but then I realized, oh, y'all are in your mech. You appear in your mechs in the mech bay,
okay.
and the people
Yeah.
in the bay are freaking
Then
out.
my original
Yeah,
statement
okay.
stands.
Yeah, it's not even from like moving; it's from nerves.
Mhm.
So y'all are ushered to the bridge fairly quickly.
Uriah will ask Sobek
And-
to send one message to Ra to let him know that there's a guy who just keeps reviving and still remembers everything on there that might need to be dealt with because he really wants to die.
Sobek sends the message. He's like, he didn't get a response from Rob. So y'all get ushered to the bridge.
I can check on it later.
Mhm.
The captain of this particular ship is there. He's got the general. One big screen is showing Demos, and when one big screen has got the general.
Uriah just walks in his mech because it's half size. He can do that.
Yeah. Oh. Good news, it's not here for us.
We think.
The general is like, shouting to people, in wherever her command center is. The captain kind of looks over at you. I hope that's true. It seems to be attacking places on the surface.
Oh, yay.
Probably dealing with the cult.
Let's hope so. And he brings up a map of where the places are showing. None of them seem to be big population centers or anything. Some of them are close to big population centers.
Is it the spots that we kind of pinpointed when we were working with the bull?
There's an
So we had-
awful lot of overlay.
Yeah, that's the cult, all right.
That's probably not just the cult. Well, that was probably the central core of Inerta. It was probably distributed.
Ty is definitely checking in on Rabbit, Cocaine, and Athena, just making sure they're okay.
You guys just saw God. Are you all right?
Yeah. It's just-
Well,
So
yeah,
how-
but he's
how's it
also
going?
kind of grandpa, so
So how's that checklist? That checklist on your bingo card going?
he's like grandpa if grandpa was Cthulhu.
I love that.
Not the tentacles, but the whole unknowable horror thing.
It's just grandpa. If grandpa was Cthulhu. I'm stealing that phrase. That's great.
So yeah, Demos floats in orbit for about 12 hours. And then vanishes like it appeared. No one else gets any communication from Ra.
Probably for the best.
I mean, Uriah literally says out loud, we got either us or our NHPs or both got told we did good. I don't know how to translate that.
You did well.
I
Cocaine
feel
is
like we
still
should get an
convinced.
award for that.
Cocaine is still convinced Ra was mostly talking to the NHPs.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
Not all the other NHPs agree with that, but you get the impression they don't necessarily understand Ra any better than you do.
Let's take it as a group. You did good.
Did Ty overhear Vika say something about bringing Void Base Achilles back, or was that just between?
She probably single band sent it.
Okay.
And it apparently agreed. So, let's do a surface scan while we're at it.
All right. So, what happens over the next few weeks? The structures and material of Forward Base Achilles were reconstructed. None of the missing
At
people.
least that. She tried.
It did seem to be mostly cult facilities that were attacked. Though there were a few research facilities on either side of the war, and even in some of the neutral countries, certain research stations, research bases were destroyed.
Probably in
Veterans.
cahoots.
Or they were just researching MHPs, and Ra went no.
Mhm.
Or the kaiju.
Yeah, and not bringing Charlie back is in line with Raw because, well, one of its main shtick is no resurrection.
Mhm.
The crater area of Kaliakra was also an area targeted.
Mm.
Basically, the pit is gone. Much like Fort Base Achilles, all the structure of the buildings were repaired.
Okay.
You know, where some of the buildings were twisted
Mhm.
and just weird, you know, basically weirded up. All of
Yeah.
that's normal again.
Oh God.
Okay.
No one living in the town that they can find was harmed in this, but like nobody dead was brought back or anything.
Okay.
The Red Hands and
Mad Dogs.
thank you. You know, they were not carried off when the mountain disappeared because they were fighting outside. They had a rough fight. There were quite a few injuries. They lost a couple of the Red Hands. But the Mad Dogs all managed to make it through. So, lost some mechs, but the pilots made it through.
Yeah.
Both governments over the next few months, especially with Union, you know, trying to run roughshod over them. They do a lot of clearing of their ranks of finding out who was collaborating with the cult.
Yeah. I imagine Union went, all right, you're both listening because Demos just showed up.
Well, there's no more denying that the cult was a thing or that there was an unshackled NHP. The citizens of both nations are up in arms about it. The war grinds to a halt. At least open hostilities grind to a halt almost immediately. There's not really an official armistice. It's just everybody's kind of like, okay, stop. Let's
Raw just appeared above our freaking planet. Let's not.
let's not. Whatever we did to cause this, let's not do this anymore.
Yeah.
So, while technically Operation Aegis is still underway, it seems to be winding down. You'll have several more months on the planet at least.
What happens to Jellicoe?
He is let out of the brig almost immediately. You know, never forget the general was completely on his side there, and with what just happened, him and the general are now being looked at as the geniuses that realized what was going on.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
So, within a year, actual peace. Not all the tensions between the countries are necessarily, you know, patched up. It's still a little tense. But in both cases, the common citizens seem to just be they're just done with this. The grassroots organizations that y'all helped start, as well as others that just, you know, organically, you know, appeared. They get a lot of they build up a lot of steam. So hopefully there'll be some real long-term political change. Let's see, what other dangling plot threads did we have?
Did SSC do anything?
Contract wise.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
are
you
the
had bought.
twins.
They had bought your contract out, or Union had bought your contract out.
Yeah, but they were
Uh,
also interested in the planet because of the kaijus.
The company starts making inroads to set up a facility here, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
They're meeting some resistance because some of the research facilities that Ra took out were ones that were researching weaponizing the kaiju.
Yeah.
You know, those last few weird kaiju y'all had run into had clearly been genetically mucked with by the cult.
Mhm.
You know, where earlier ones, it's like they had just captured them and implanted them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Audrey and Melody would be offered a full-time position with the Mad Dogs if they want it.
I mean, Audrey's still got, potential chance, so he's probably going to.
Okay. And that really only becomes important, though, that next year when things are kind of winding down and Union is starting to move resources off planet. So, the squads may be getting sent off to new locations, assuming that you stay in Union. I'm not sure how long their tours of duty are. Whatever the case, when you're finally leaving, Freddy,
Yep.
however it comes about, when you and Whip are leaving, as the ship is burning, out of system, you get a package delivered to your room. Basically the guy's like, oh yeah, somebody dropped this off right before the ship took off. And when you open the box, it is it's a long, bright red scarf.
Interesting.
That's what the Bull of Heaven was wearing.
What Mithras
Yep.
always wore. And if you'll remember, the closest that your mechs could come to identifying it was suspecting it was something like a lich.
So it's probably he had his sim.
Basically, he materialized in the room in that first room y'all had been in, which wasn't part of what got taken into space.
Yep.
And then everything wrapped up, and he was like, "Screw it, I'm retired."
Yeah, that's fair.
If everybody in the world thinks I'm dead, so much the better.
Yep.
But I think that pretty much wraps up Operation Aegis.
I will say Ty goes where the twins go. So if they leave, she leaves.
I think Decca said that Kortev was going to set up a homestead on the, what was it? Scrolling up here. On the online shore.
Mm-hmm.
And then anyone that wanted to come along.
Yeah.
So any of you that are tired of fighting,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Dawn Line shore. There's probably still going to be some fighting.
Yeah.
There's
As long
going
as
to be a lot of.
she's able to take her mech and a set, she would go.
Ty, of course, will obviously not go anywhere without her NHPs.
No, yeah. So we know Audrey would be hanging around with the Mad Dogs. Would Melody join the Mad Dogs?
Mm,
Because I'm sure the
Like I said, he'll
workshop.
be home in
I'm
5
sure the
minutes.
workshop would take you on as well.
The what?
Workshop.
That's our group.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
She'll probably stay with the workshop.
okay.
Help the Mad Dogs if they need the help, but
Sure. But eventually the squads get sent off in different places.
yeah.
What do the twins do?
Yeah, where do the twins go? What do the twins want to do?
Honestly, Mika's just pretty much untethered now. She'll sort it out as she goes along. During the year they have just not doing anything on the planet, she will try and do some kind of memorial for Ford Base Achilles, like on the interior walls, like everyone's names that was there before.
Mm. And there are official memorials for a lot of these people. What about Uriah? What's Uriah going to do?
For that year, he'll help Vika, but whenever they end up in the Dawnline Shore with their own little, I guess, I don't want to say like patch of paradise because it's not. It's the Trade Baronies.
Patch of
But-
freedom.
Yeah, he'll start up a mechanic shop
Okay.
and work on building and repairing mechs, ships, freighters, whole shebang. Just
So kind of retire from military life.
kinda, yeah. He will still absolutely go out and fight giant monsters. But
Much
That's a
to
side
Ty's
gig.
chagrin.
yeah.
Much to Ty's chagrin.
But at the same time, that's literally what the Atlas is built to do.
He wouldn't be so bad, but he brings the heads back and sits them on the dinner table. Oh.
It breaks the dinner table.
All right, Patrick, what would Freddy do once this is all said and done? Where would him and Whip go?
Yeah, we'd probably, frankly, still move on from there, because now that we've actually gone out more from Union space, Freddy would probably actually join the Explorer Corps with Whip. That's the people that actually go out to find new locations.
Mm-hmm. Track down
And-
lost colonies, explore
Yep.
brand new places. Sounds like Sounds like if we ever played their spaceship exploration game, Freddy could pop up. Because I think they're doing one of those set in Lancer, or set in the.
And
Yeah,
seeing-
that's what I was thinking about when I was coming up with that.
Nice.
So
And seeing as the twins split up, Ty would obviously stick with Uriah.
Oh, she's.
Probably.
Are they?
Like Vika would.
I thought it was all going to the Dawnline Shore.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know. I thought it sounded like Vika was going to go off for a bit.
Oh, that year she just kind of sorts it out, and eventually she'll figure out something. But
So
it's
it
the
sounds like you
first time-
three and Corteo are all going to
Yeah.
kind of set up your own little place.
Yeah, Ty would think about opening a clinic, and then she's like, "No, I'm just going to help Uriah with his business. Go back to my engineering life. I've seen enough blood."
First time Vika hasn't had responsibilities in like her lifetime. So
yeah,
until Uriah comes back covered in it, and she's just like,
that's what I was trying to remember. The Farfield team, because there's actually like a original background for that. So
All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this campaign.
Yeah.
I had fun with it. I hope anybody that came by and watched it had fun. Hope anybody out there will join us next year when we start playing our new campaign, Abomination Alley, using the BRP rules from Chaosium. It's the 1920s, but the supernatural has been running around on Earth, for the past millennium.
As we
Decca.
get
Hey, Deca.
Everyone did the hard work for me.
Hey, you lived.
We saw
Hey,
Raw.
I live.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he showed up and went, all right, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, son. It's time to get serious.
Okay.
Basically, he showed up and just kind of like nuked Minerva.
Oh, cool.
And
Well,
everything
anyway, we're
involved
gonna
with
finish
Minerva.
signing off here. We'll see y'all people out there next year.
Mm.
Have a happy holidays, gang.
Happy holidays, everybody.
See y'all next year.
Happy
See
holidays.
you next year.
See ya.